Creation. A world on the brink. In the age of sorrows, dangers abound and cataclysms loom on the horizon. But it is not without heroes. The exalted, those chosen and empowered by the mightiest of the gods, are all around the world. They have, and can, pull it back from the precipice of oblivion. That is, when they aren't too busy fighting each other. Now, chills as aura.
Peace has changed.
Korak as Lythander.
Was life? There's a bit of a cutoff there, but I think I know this is my social cues. Balls.
Elatos as Gavel.
And here I thought it was because of my horn.
And Gaverex as everyone else. Beata Maria, you know I am a righteous man. Must band together to save the dreaming sea, and perhaps reality itself, for the greatest threat creation has ever known. All this and more on FateBreakers.
But wait, you know that's not true. You had us play, whatchamacallit, as, Gnosis' demon halves.
Effervescent Xenolith Edifice,
yes.
what happened last time?
Oh, goodness.
Let's see.
You're gonna make... Well, okay,
Let's see here, boss. Lythander decided to talk to what's-his-face.
Last time on FateBreakers,
Da-da.
after a meeting with accursed existence, the crew decided the best course of action was to attempt to resolve the entire conflict bloodlessly, so as to interfere with the demon summoning ritual. This began seemingly in a promising light, but due to interference from the most important part of that conflict, one Joktan. This began to go sour quickly. After defeating her in verbal combat, the crew found themselves in favor with the Wyld Hunt. And after which, we have left off on Gnosis escaping his prison via violent explosion.
Little bit of GM expansion on that. They tried to convince the Wyld Hunt that Gnosis was going to betray them, because what a shock of all shops, having an infernal chip in your basement. Maybe you didn't do as good a job converting him to your faith as you thought, except Joktan deleted their ability to understand language, so that was a pretty big obstacle to the press conference. They actually forced him to hard bargain via forcing Joktan out of hiding, where she wants to bring the demon out so she could kill him and do some nebulous shit and build empires and do British imperialism. She's also super racist.
Yes, as we have found out last time.
Yes, as we found out last time, she is, in fact, the CEO of racism. Also, Lythander got his ass kicked in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Mm-hmm.
I was very tolerable, though. I took a shower. I did not say
any bad things about the opponent behind their backs.
You grew some mushrooms.
Well, I mean, true. Which, whether or not, I mean, they weren't those kinds of mushrooms. They weren't performance-enhancing mushrooms.
Or silicone-sided shrooms. Unless...
Yes. Oh, no.
Can you get high off orcs?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Speaking of getting high, let's begin with a brief flashback to a little bit of a cutscene that you guys aren't going to be aware of, but I feel like the audience should see just because to establish what's going to be happening through this entire time. We cut off basically where we left off of the Wyld Hunt had what they thought was a seemingly good plan to pit the Anathema against each other via strapping an explosive collar to the one they thought they had converted and convincing him to self-destruct suicide charge against you guys. It might have worked except for the factor of assuming the explosion would kill him. It did not. Instead, it just blew up several of the demons he had possessing him. The ones you guys play are fine.
Oh, okay.
Several of the Wyld Hunt are coming in to examine the smoking remains of the cell and promptly withdraw in horror when they realize Gnosis is still alive. Was not harmed at all in the explosion. He turns around, folds his hands, and spends a mote on unbreakable laws of hell.
Oh.
Let me read out what that does for everyone. Scrolling up to the Infernals chapter.
Very excited about this one.
Ah, yes, I found it. Commit one mote. The Infernal may strengthen an existing law or rule they know about in their current locale or organization for the session. Willingly violating it requires a difficulty 5 Fortitude Integrity roll, or difficulty 7 for demons and the Infernal's worshippers. Repurchase at Essence 3, which he has, allows the Infernal to spend 2 motes to create a law for the scene, making an influence action against all characters present in the scene. These laws are subject to the usual rules for unbreakable influence and can't require characters to perform deliberately impossible tasks. He's just using the first example here. Oh, by the way, I should note, I was a member of the Dragon Cast before my exaltation by the Yozi. Don't you know it's illegal to attack a member of the Dragon Cast? Let's have the entire Wyld Hunt roll to break through the Judge from Final Fantasy Tactics effects. At difficulty 5.
Got. Oh, nope, not
it's
quite.
Difficulty
4
5,
successes.
unfortunately.
This is illegal.
Yes, literally.
Is there any way that I can... Oh, wait, no, this is...
Do you want to roll an
This is the Wyld
assist
Hunt
action for
taking
the
it.
Wyld Hunt?
No.
Hey,
They're evil, so I mean...
yeah.
Why would I help them?
We cut onto a wide-angle shot of hundreds of soldiers pointing fire wands and crossbows and short bows and javelins at Gnosis, but they physically cannot attack him because of the mind-melting magic he just used to cite, I'm using the laws of your own society against you. Eat shit.
Can't do it.
However, that's when Malik comes on, and as a fellow member of the Dragon Cast, he's allowed to punch out people.
5 successes.
He decks Gnosis across the face.
Man, I love NPC on NPC violence.
Hey,
NPC.
Aura? In the distance, you
Yeah.
sense an oath has been broken. Not one of yours.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Just in general.
Yep. Yeah, close by. Coinciding with the punch landing.
Spicy.
Oh, no.
At about the same time this happens, is when Spider starts knocking on the inside of the gal. Hey, can I come out?
Have you learned your lesson?
EXE, has he learned his lesson?
No!
Are you improving?
I'm getting more proficient in my martial
A little
arts
bit.
against him. I've mastered the form style of this charm, Lythander. It's quite cool. I'll have to show it off to you.
You know what? Sure, come on out. You're my friend.
Alright, he comes out. You see
EXE comes out with
enormous pillars of marble that sink into the floor as he comes out of the ring as he exits the form charm. A little mini temple that he had built around himself crumbles to dust.
Oh.
Domain
Yes, that's
extension.
Sidereal martial arts for you.
Okay.
Also, thread from the eye. EXE comes
Okay.
out with him.
Oh, you're here too.
Yes.
Do you want to come pitch all your self-improvement stuff to all the hell energy I just sense in the distance?
Perhaps.
Or what do you think of this?
I like to focus on... I like to focus on one student at a time, personally. But... I think you're showing improvement, so I'd like to give you a bit of a break.
Very well.
Aura is.
Oh, it's just me trolling you for trying to play two characters at
conflicted.
once.
Aura is conflicted because it's nice to get all the help to get as much help as possible. I mean, that's currently 5 against 1, and plus all of the Dragon Warriors coming in to help. So you know what? Fuck it, let's go.
I should
Everybody's
know.
coming in together.
Joktan could cancel the law via Sidereal magic. She's not.
Yeah, I figured she wouldn't, bitch.
So right now there is just a fist fight going on between Gnosis and Malik on deck. You're starting to see some animal flare in the distance at the center of the Wyld Hunt fleet.
Oh, brother.
What do you want to do?
Well, what exactly can we do at this situation?
Gavel still has the spyglass that her troops lent her, and that, along with other
Indeed.
forms of super sight, will mean I'm not going to make you guys roll. Checking through it reveals, for some reason, the Wyld Hunt can't attack Gnosis. They're trying to, but they can't. Their weapons are magically being deflected, and in some cases, bouncing off of each other. They accidentally keep shooting down their own projectiles as this separate duel is going on.
Seems to me like they're being influenced by some sort of law magic. Prevents them from striking at their own.
Oh, goody, my favorite.
We should offer them a hand.
I suppose so.
Should we? I think it'd be better if they just get themselves out of the matter.
You know what? That's actually very brilliant of you, Spiders.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly. We did promise a peaceful resolution to the conflict. We did. That was the point of the press conference.
Yes, you're right. I forgot about that.
I mean, I overheard bits and pieces to that, and I'm not sure if they even understood any of that.
Doesn't matter if they understood. We gotta hold up our end of the bargain regardless. Alright, let's move out.
Finally, we go back to the, what was the name of the double jump ship again? Yadana's Folly or some such?
Oh, yeah.
Yadanavar.
Yep, Yadanavar.
Yeah, the sick with the ship
Yadanavar.
hop we are finally using for the first time in a dozen episodes.
Yay.
Yay! Boat.
We have a boat.
We do, the Yadanavar.
We got a boat.
They make a hard... No,
We
she's
got
not
a
here.
bo-
She's not here.
She's
Don't
not
worry
here.
about it.
She can't interrupt the silly making.
Mm-hmm. Everyone, please make difficulty 7 force plus awareness
Boy.
rolls.
Force plus awareness, my favorite.
Spider-Man
let's
roll.
see. Force. How forceful am I? Not very. How aware am I? Not really. Really.
Kind and full of grace. Oh my goodness!
6 successes. So close.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... Wait, no, hold on.
You have not.
Let me
You have 10
try,
successes.
8, 9, 10 successes.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Gavel's the one who notices all of this shit first, and because of some freebie unwoven coadjutor information I'll give her, the following information becomes quickly apparent. Gnosis isn't taking the fight on deck seriously. In fact, he seems to be actively letting Malik land some critical fatal blows on him. He is planning not just to self-destruct, but he has some means of cheating death that he plans on using. And you recognize what it is when you see something. His shirt slips. Like, the rags around him slip, and you see a hearthstone embedded in his chest.
I see.
That is a particularly powerful hearthstone, per the hell folklore that you get beamed up through your internet connection, from the very heart of Moonaxis himself, Octavian's dad, the Ravine of Whispers.
Is he mad at us?
Unclear. This is just legend lore you're getting about it. It is obtained with the stolen power of Orabilis, the Yozi of impossibility and things that cannot be. He plans on using it to die and also not die. And he plans on comboing that to detonate and blow up the fleet. Or at least significant portions of it. As part of it, I have no further option that he will still survive.
I see. Well, this looks like it could go very badly very quickly. And I basically explained to the rest of the crew what I just saw.
Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention. He plans on having all of his demons possess the corpses.
Oh, great. Awesome. I relay this information to my fellow comrades.
Are we truly your comrades?
Yes.
Good. I like you.
Spider destruct. It sounds like to me this isn't a problem.
This is going to be a very, very big problem if those demons start possessing the corpses.
Exactly. How do we fight an opponent who can whose main weapon is self-destructing?
You defuse it.
Alright, do you want to intervene with the Wyld Hunt?
We probably should.
Nah.
Because we did promise to get this to a peaceful resolution.
That was what was promised. Alright. You gotta figure a way to defuse the situation. I guess we're gonna have to resort to good old-fashioned verbal accompaniment.
Everyone but
Malik.
Everyone but Malik is still under the effects of Abandoned Words curse.
It's either that or we knock him out.
Why? We need to figure out how to stop him from activating the switch. We don't know how the mechanism behind it even works. What it sounds like to me from your description is that he has full control over the ability of this thing to detonate. One false move.
If only we had a pair of boots to feed him. I leave the riddle up to you. How are you gonna handle disarming the nuke?
I'm gonna reason with him.
Boy. Let me look at my charms to see if one could potentially help.
Actually, hang on a second. Someone, you forget who, because he's used a charm to hide from memory again, is going to try a gambit to steal the thing from him.
Oh.
Amir! Wait, no.
No, it's Amir.
It's someone else.
4 successes.
Lee, that's too low from Gnosis' defense.
Oh no! That's not okay. If it only had some sort of verbal trigger, I could offer
through the demon
stop.
senses, Gavel, you are actually quasi-present and essentially getting a bird's eye view of this fight as Gnosis telekinetically, through the power of Swillen, stops Amir's hand inches from where the chest is. No one else is seeing him. He's using the psychic thing to be there, but no one is acknowledging his presence, except for Gnosis.
Right.
He pauses, dispels the magic. Hey everyone, look, another anathema! And fucking bolts.
Cheater!
He just punked your husband. Amir's gonna attempt another roll to try and escape. Opposed by Malik. Oh dear, that's not very many successes.
That is another 4 successes.
Excellency boosted close combat roll from Malik. Those win ties.
4 successes.
Those win ties, which is real fucking important, because otherwise, I think that Amir would have been put in gay baby jail.
Yeah.
To Malik's credit, he does get incredibly close, and he almost buries his hand through Amir's chest. He actually does end up breaking the skin and causing some necrosis and actually more aptly frostbite among Amir's collarbone and shoulder, but nothing that Exalted Healing can't help with, and he's still able to move fast enough to get the fuck out of the way and essentially use super speed to run back across the water to you guys. Shit! Shit! Unfortunately, Malik is now distracted.
Yep.
Damn it.
Let's have a roll for Gnosis to do some bullshit on him.
Let's see it.
Oh, hell no.
See it. Maybe so.
Lower than his resolve.
3?
Right as that's happening, we have the
Nice.
Sephiroth leading down over Cloud at the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake 1. Hey, you know what you should do? While you're fighting me, you should have everyone... You should bring in the Anathema to lure them to kill me, and then you can ambush them while they're doing all of that. Get them all done in one fell swoop, accomplish all your objectives in one goal. You're trying to use magic to hypnotize me, you fucking asshole. Don't think I don't recognize that kid. Oh. Shit.
Does anyone know sealing magic?
You mean like that's above us?
No.
There's a dry
like,
distancing creation.
how do we... I need to seal... We need to seal him in like a
Or
urn
just kill him.
or something.
The Mafubu.
Instead of
Why
killing
can't we
him.
just kill him? Isn't he the one trying to...
Because that triggers the explosion.
Oh, right. Which is a problem for some reason.
You'll get it. You'll get it in time. But yes. What do we do? Alright, I'm going to attempt a navigate roll
Oh.
to figure out how to fucking get through this
Okay.
encounter.
A navigate
Let's
roll in
see.
order to get there sounds pretty reasonable to me.
Alright, 8 successes.
Nice.
So the exact detonation is a little misleading. All the Hearthstone does is allow him to cheat death. The actual thing that would kill a bunch of people is explosive corrosive blood that he has. And you see this as some of the cuts on his current devil body form. He still looks like the fucking Terminator. Start to bleed out. Splashes across a member of the Wyld Hunt, and he fucking melts down to the bone in seconds and dies. We cut back to a...
I figured it out.
Oh, I was just saying,
Yeah,
we
what?
cut back to a reaction shot as he fucking gets aliened.
It's the blood. His blood is corrosive. That's what causes the detonations. We need to figure out. So all we have to do is deal with him the same way we were already dealing with the previous encounter. We're going to have to deal with him bloodlessly.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That seems a lot.
Here I go
that
chatting
seems a lot
again.
harder than we think it would be, wouldn't it?
It usually is.
It's Tuesday, innit?
No, I believe today is the day of Venus, dear.
You're right. I'm sorry, dude.
Wednesday. Hump day.
Yes, you're right. We do hump today.
Once again,
All right.
she is not...
So question.
Once again, Joktan is not here.
Thank goodness.
Oh, I'd be dead.
Oh,
You know, that's
question.
the reason why You do know this is the reason why I'm doing this, right? So that I can...
Amir.
Oh, Amir's almost dead, isn't he?
No, I'm fine. Just winded.
Amir.
No, you're almost dead. Got it.
I need a favor from you.
Hey,
Do you think you can turn him into a creature of darkness for me?
he already is.
All right. That's perfect. All right. Now I just gotta get in there.
I gotta get in there.
And talk to him and reason with him.
Reason with me about what?
Well, for starters, I heard you had a talk with my friends on your own terms, and I wasn't invited. You can understand how I feel a bit slighted at that abject
This is
exclusion.
a telepathic channel. You just see Aura ranting at the moon. Or at the sky, or whatever. He commits him up for this, I should note.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you want to kill the Wyld Hunt, am I right? So, here I am just doing it for you.
Nope.
They're trying to kill you, though.
Wrong again. Don't
Okay.
care. I came here to solve a conflict bloodlessly. And I'm gonna go in there and do exactly that.
Why?
Because that's what I believe is right. And because I believe it puts a wrench in your demon summoning plans. Just a hunch, though.
I mean, to be honest, it's less of a plan so much as, well, a ritual, and those have multiple conditions. They're more flexible than a plan, I'd say.
Regardless, I know you require blood for the continuation of this ritual. Lots of blood. Which is why your little charade came down so quickly. You couldn't get the blood from the conflict between us and the Wyld Hunt, so you had to resort to Plan B, which is sacrificing the demons in your own body to get the job done.
Oh, that's really funny.
conflict.
You think that's what they're there for?
I mean,
You-
what else would they be there for?
You're not in this conversation, unfortunately. It's just Aura.
Oh, how dare you?
Hmm.
This is what we call bird tea.
Truth be told, I'm not exactly an expert in the reason as to why people put demons in their own body, but I can learn.
Well, a couple of reasons. The first is whatever they think they managed to convert me to their religion that exonerates them as gods and puts all of you as demons, or whatever bullshit they pretend to be spouting their jingoistic propaganda behind. They actually just convert my flock instead. I had them dancing around in the palm of my hand until you had to go start poking holes. I was going to go embarrass all of my relatives for you, and isn't that good? Isn't that what you're trying to do, Sun Queen? You're like a force for hero justice and all that stuff. You were here to beat down the evil empire, right? Why would you stop someone who's already doing that?
Well, I could go around preaching justice all day long, but if I didn't do it my way, it'd leave a bad taste in my mouth. Besides, I don't quite trust that whatever it is you're planning on doing is of your own best interest either. You see, someone else is in this race. There's somebody else in this race. There's somebody trying to get that demon into our world so she could kill it. Her name's Joktan. And I came real close to getting her off our hair, but things didn't work out too much. She's a little bit more than I could handle.
Yeah, I couldn't have you
present.
taking her off the board to class. That would have been anticlimactic. She might have said yes, but that would have been an issue for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much control you really feel. I don't really know how much control you really had about that. She's like an Essence 5 girl, bro. I don't know how big you are. Personally. We've only just met as established.
Well, it's not going to matter soon enough. I'm going to keep fist fighting this man. He's going to plunge his hand through my chest, and then I'm going to get the blood I need. If you want to keep debating this, that's perfectly fine. You realize he'll try and shoot you down on sight if you come.
No, we won't. Because remember that press conference?
I wasn't there. No,
it didn't. I never. Well, we held a press conference a couple of minutes ago, and you see, since we never came to the conclusion of the press conference, which would be the resolution of all parts of the conflict, that means the press conference hasn't ended yet, which means this is still a peaceful treaty, meaning we're just gonna talk. We're not gonna fight at all.
Give me a force plus embassy roll if you're going to approach that and declare that for your sign language stuff. With a stunt, because that's pretty brilliant.
All right, let me go roll my stunt real quick.
I believe.
Oh, all right. That's 6 plus how many? Plus 3. That's 9 successes.
Wow.
Also, I forgot to turn on harmonious presence meditation, but I will do it now.
Success on there.
I sure should. Yeah, so that's 10.
She's probably targeting Malik, since he's the only person there who can understand you normally without the aid of shadow puppets right now. Turns to look at you. Wait your turn! We'll deal with you once we're done with him!
Dude, I can see you're having some trouble. There's some stuff you gotta know before you keep fighting him.
Let me guess, you found some secret weakness of his? I'll appreciate hearing that. I'll leave your people alive once I'm done killing you. Thank you.
In a minute. It's not quite a weakness. I believe you're not hearing the full sack. I don't think you know exactly what he plans on doing. Haven't you noticed he hasn't been defending himself at all?
Actually, a little bit of
this guy's not.
He has been committing a charm. Let me get the name. 1 moment. To body obeys ego, I believe, to get some defense going, but he hasn't been fighting back. Is the thing.
Have you noticed he hasn't been fighting back at all? Why do you think that is? He's not interested in fighting back. I'd wait. As far as I can tell, the man's not interested in taking your blows and converting that into some sort of advantage for himself. It's something about his blood. It's corrosive. The more you open wounds into him, the more damage he can cause around you. By the end, and he can cheat death along the way. Meaning that the more you try to hurt him, the more he'll deal back to you. He can't be fought directly. We gotta deal with him. We gotta deal with him the same way we dealt with that press conference. Bloodlessly. And, I'm also, as a reminder, I have not uncommitted, strange tongue, mingled tongue technique. So we understand each other even through the thing that Joktan did.
And he is going to... And Gnosis is also going to commit a mote to activate Intolerable Burning Truths to modify his own personality.
What? How does that work?
He is going to pop his minor virtue of compassion out for the ambition Show No Mercy for the rest of the scene.
Boy.
Cosmic Transcendence of Virtue also means that he can still do a bunch of evil shit in the name of compassion, but via very alien morality systems.
So that's
Yes.
Gnosis doing that, okay.
In terms of when he hears about you trying to resolve this peacefully, he is fucking with his own personality. Incidentally, his anima is now at 5.
That's okay. That's okay. You know why? I'm still at active, which means esteemed guest is on. So we're negotiating, which
Doesn't
means
that
they
only
gotta
work
welcome.
with creatures of darkness?
They got. It works with demons, fair folk, spirits, or the dead.
Technically, Gnosis is a demon.
He's a demon, which means he has to welcome us with human hospitality.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm going to attempt to... how do I attempt to include Malik and his friend and his tribe as part of my circle, so to speak?
Good question.
As part of our entourage.
An entourage.
Oh, if you want to kill him, I can jump over there
All
and
right.
just punch him back here, so you can deal with him on your ship.
Spider,
says.
we don't want to kill him.
He does
Killing
the
him.
confused blinking.
All right. So, Spider, let me try to explain this to you so you understand. So, have you ever tried to punch a really hard object? Like a real hard object, like something really hard.
Yeah, the Soul Steel guy.
Yeah. Do you recall it hurting your hand?
No?
So you see, when you punch sometimes when you punch stuff that's harder than your fist, it hurts your hand. That's this guy's entire strategy. He can't be killed. He can't even be like meaningfully hurt. And every time you hurt him, he bites back stronger with his own self-defense, with his own automatic damage technique, his corrosive blood. If you attempt to kill him, that will set off a chain reaction which will kill everyone within the vicinity. And that's bad.
So just move him out of the vicinity.
Right. But we need to get through to this so he can and stop him from using his demons to possess the rest of the people in here. We need to disable his chances without using violence. That's the tech.
So we just move him out and then beat him up.
Okay. So I'm trying to understand if what he's suggesting is actually sound or if it's a terrible idea. How do I do that?
Give me a finesse plus war roll.
Oh. Can anyone else do that one instead?
Do what?
Finesse plus war.
That seems like something
I'll pass the buck to Gavel to do that since I trust her.
I'm gonna spend a mote for excellency on war. Okay, kind and full of grace, please. 2 successes.
Well, for a bunch of normal targets, that would work, but given the demon army and the corrosive blood and the secret fuck death hearthstone and a bunch of other factors you don't know about, there's too many unknowns. Oh, and by the way, he spends, Gnosis spends a mote to activate Shadow Spike Curse.
Oh, the fuck, what does that do?
Scrolling down. Spend 1 mote. A character making a roll loses 1 success on every die that rolls a 1. If this causes them to fail, they do so in spectacular fashion, and suffer a 3 dice penalty for the rest of the scene when trying to use social influence to impress, convince, or threaten. Gain an additional anima, he's now at 7 anima.
Oh, brother.
So, how does Gavel fuck this up?
That sounds like a great idea. We should totally do that.
You know what? That could qualify, but if...
Yeah. That seems about right.
Yeah, it would mean there's no one for his corrosive blood to get to, so...
You know what? Let's go with that.
Hold on.
Seems like an
hold
excellent
on a second.
That seems like an excellent
Hold on
idea.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna attempt the embassy to get To get everybody back on the same page, there's too many unknowns here.
All right, go ahead for a persuade action on Gavel, I guess.
All right.
With I trust my friends, lowering her resolve for this.
All right, automatic. Gotta remember
Indeed.
the automatic success. All right, that's pretty good.
Oh my goodness.
That's
sakes.
10 successes again.
The resolve would be lowered by, I believe, 2, so...
My resolve is 1.
Good.
So,
Great.
or at least with the intimacy involved.
This
would
is
be
like
1.
This is like a mass embassy, by the way. I'm trying to convince everybody
Right.
to hold your horses, please.
Including Malik?
Including Malik, including
Especially
Spider.
Okay, that does work. Malik actually pauses mid-punch when his, spike-covered wood essence-encrusted hands that were human brass knuckles would have started digging into his flesh and making the corrosive blood spray everywhere. He pauses an inch from his chest.
Hmm.
And Spider is gonna hard bargain.
Oh, come on.
In terms of a hard bargain, hey, Lythander, is Unshattered Yoke Fury active?
No.
He was gonna use that. Instead, his hard bargain here is going to be writing alternative. Okay, why don't we just take the Hearthstone from him and then beat him up? That way he won't have any escape.
All right. Is that a good plan?
That seems a lot more logical, I think.
Well, we gotta figure out a way to... If we're gonna try to do that, we still gotta go through with this without violence.
Yeah. Still gotta actually.
All right.
It.
Let's get in there and start talking. I want to know... Okay, let's start interacting with this dude. First things first, since we're...
He gives a cheeky wave as you approach.
I wave back with a very, sassy demeanor. We're going to attempt... I'm going to attempt a motive discerning technique. I'm going to go ahead and roll Finesse Embassy.
Okay.
With the automatic success, of course. That is 7 successes. Don't know how many questions does that give
Nice.
answer access to.
5, I believe.
5 questions. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for everyone's favorite game. What questions do we ask the GM?
How many intercourses does it take to become a god?
Well, we're not asking that.
762.
Oh, I thought it was 42069.
I thought it was 108.
No. Oh, not
All
quite.
right.
That's to become a superhero.
All right. Next up, we already know that we share a virtue because he shares a virtue of compassion.
Well, not right now.
Not right now, but he did a minute ago. Does the character feel? Which means we can attempt to. We're not going to be able to attempt to use that right at this moment. But he has a virtue of ambition right now.
Yeah, I posted the art you made for him again, by the way, as a reminder for what you're dealing with.
Thank you.
Still such an
Hello.
awesome.
Yeah. So thinking about this guy, what else is going on here? Let's see. What else can we ask? All right. What haven't I noticed about the character? That sounds pretty good, right?
I think that's probably a pretty good segue to note into what exactly this guy is as a person, in addition to all the demon magic. You actually see the old realm characters he's burned into the sky behind him as part of his ongoing flaring anima. You cannot strike members of the Dragon Caste. A Prasadi native. And what that means specifically is, dragon-blooded exaltations happen during puberty. Everything else happens later in life. This man was picked by the Yozi with some dramatic inciting incident, and why a patron picks someone for exaltation tends to be pretty revealing as to the means of their character. What you haven't noticed in this instance is that he seems to be having a very good time fucking with the Prasadi. In between barbs and quips, he is citing about, oh wow, you must be feeling pretty unclean touching a demon with your bare hands, huh? Oh wow, golly gee, it must burn you up inside, having harbored an agent of the Anathema in the midst of your wild hunt for so long under your fucking noses, now didn't you?
Follow-up.
This man is just fucking this man is fucking trolling the higher-ups.
So follow-up question. What grudge is being hidden?
He hates Prasad.
Hmm.
He fucking hates them. He came with the real reason he's with this wild hunt is to sabotage them from within.
And is that the only reason? Is the question. The method is what's fun.
I can give you the answer for that by spending another question if you'd like.
Because the thing,
I don't think it's worth a chance.
because I think here's the thing. The primary thing that I'm not quite getting is motive. He's here to fuck with them from within. But the thing that I'm wondering is, why is he doing it this way? This guy, if he had some kind of this kind of hatred is not something that's like born out of nowhere. This vitriol is very clearly some symptom of history, and whatever that history may have led him to seek out or be seeked out by the Yozi for this reason. The question then lies in for what reason is the method. For what other reason is this guy doing what he's doing? All right. We got other questions in case you want to go with something else. Who doesn't belong here is one. What do I have here that someone wants? Who's really an authority here? How could I get the character to do what I want?
That could be a good one.
We still have 3 questions, so we can spend around a little bit. What do you guys think?
What can I do to make the character do what I want? Seems pretty good.
Lythander?
I honestly don't know. I leave everything up to you.
All right, we're gonna go with that one. How could I get the character to do what I want?
What do you want in this example?
I want to resolve this conflict bloodlessly. I want him to stop trying to summon this demon. I want the Wyld Hunt to not suffer any catastrophic losses due to this guy's fucking around. I want everybody to just fucking chill out for a sec. I find a better way to resolve this, to resolve their fucking beef.
The answer for how do you convince this man to end the war bloodlessly? Is that what you want to know?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
that is indeed an answer, but I
You
don't
get
think
better
that's the answer
question.
you want.
Okay, expanding on that then, to make that not cheap. You could convince him to not summon Iolda potentially, that appears to just be a means to the end of making these people suffer.
Right. Why? Okay, so
Why are you
what
writing?
is what is the history behind this fucking grudge? Why is it this fucking powerful?
I could go ahead and answer that as another question if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
There's a lot of venom in regards to what he is saying, and your eyes keep going back to the old realm law he made up on the spot written across the sky. He is a member of the Dragon He apparently, from all the stuff he's talking about, the elements and assorted various combat marks and bobs he's throwing out, he was supposed to exalt it to dragon blood and didn't, and because of that, his family didn't really... No actual abuse happened, but neglect is absolutely what was going on here. And he was denied all the cool shit he wanted to do in life and was supposed to enjoy as a member of the highest society of superhumans because he didn't have any powers or superhuman abilities. And he wasn't even allowed to take it out on the lower classes either.
Oh, such a harsh life. I mean, not being able to kick the pores when you feel like you've been shunted.
Yeah, because that would mean making physical contact with the pores, and that's the problem here.
I think I got an angle I can strike at with this guy now. I think I got it. Yeah, I think I know what to do. But we still have one question we can ask.
What's his favorite food?
How to activate the infinite Tsukiyomi?
Okay, we still have here, who doesn't belong here? What do I have that someone here wants? Who's really an authority here? What do we think?
Who's really an authority here?
Gavel?
What were the ones we were kind of thinking on besides
What do
who's
I
an
have
authority?
here that someone wants, and who doesn't belong here?
How many questions do we
Just
have
one.
left? Just one?
Yeah, just one.
Or two? Goodness sakes. What do I have that someone wants could be good, but... Personally, I would vote for what do I have that someone wants. That's just
All
me
right.
thinking.
I'm flipping a coin.
Exciting.
Roll 1, we go for the first one. 2, we go for the second one.
All right. Okay.
Roll to 3.
A
Fuck
2.
you.
A 2, okay. What do I have that someone wants?
That's an interesting question here. When you say someone, I'm assuming you're talking about Gnosis, of course.
Yeah, well, yeah. And all the question says is, what do I have that someone here wants? There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people here.
The Gaul.
Oh,
Fine.
yeah. I don't trust this guy with the golf as far as I can throw him.
Because when he looks at Lythander as he's greeting all of you, his gaze immediately goes to his hand instead of his face.
Of course.
All right. I think I know how to... All right. I think I got a good angle to strike at here. So, I strut onto the scene, and I immediately start, and I set up the conversation space. So, pretty harsh words you were slinging there. Pretty interesting motivated attack in Prasad. Or whatever.
I've been holding them in for 20 years. I should certainly hope so.
Right. A lot of bad blood between you and them, as far as I can tell. Bad blood building up for a long time. Tends to curdle, as if I should say. That being said, what is it? What is it exactly that they did to you that got you this worked up? Worked up enough to summon something that could threaten the entire... all of creation itself. As a third circle demon. Perhaps...
What they did was a lot of... Do you really want to hear about me talk about how my daddy never hugged me? Is that really what you're asking? It's more than that, but that feels like the most pertinent example to open with.
Well, that certainly offers a shard of the explanation, but I want to know.
And what did you know? What this man is my fucking uncle. He points to Malik. Wait, what?
Oh.
Whew! This is new information. That's interesting. That's a lot of bad blood you accumulated, Malik. Crazy. So,
I'm not the one who sold their souls to demons here.
ask not the...
I'm talking about... For clarity, I'm talking about him, not you. You're not the one... You only have one demon on your soul, not hundreds of them.
Well, ask not for result.
Hey, demons possessing Gnosis, you have anything to say?
I dare say that I would say that's a bit of an insult to my honor, if you don't mind me saying.
Well, not bad people wants to get to know us, really. I enjoy a nice game of cards every now and then. It's pretty good. How you doing? 7. Businessman. At your leisure.
And you all have the great honor of gazing upon. Let me find his character name
I believe
again.
the plinking pole of power was what Korax was.
I'm sure it was... I don't remember exactly what mine was. I just call him 7 because I remember the word 7 being in there.
I'm assuming that Mr. Plinkett was one of the demons that was exploded by the bomb collar.
Perhaps.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean? I'm...
Never mind, he's right here.
Mr. Plinkett is very resilient.
No, he's dead.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You all have the honor of gazing upon the infinite flowing blood of the ice.
I like how this guy is like 1 degree away from like Xavier, Renegade Angel.
Oh my god, you're not wrong.
So what if I'm a demon? I can tell you that I holds many great possibilities of power and many for intellectual conversations. Thank you very much.
I hold many intellectualisms and importitudes. Would you like to read my Bible?
Oh my god, that's pretty uncanny. Note self for future antagonist during Hellcon, Xavier Renegade Angel as an Infernal.
Anyway.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Truth being told, I think you and I could actually get to an agreement. You don't seem awfully fond of Prasad, and well, suffice to say, I don't exactly agree with all what they stand for necessarily either. Problem is, there's an issue of method here. There's a couple people you're not really considerate. There's innocence at play in the Empire of Prasad.
No, they're not.
What?
No, there aren't.
Sure there are. Not everybody. For a system to have an upper class, there has to be a begrudging lower class. That is Economy 101. And I sure as shit know that they don't treat their poor as half as nice as they do their riches. That's the people you should be fighting for. The people who never got a chance. Who never would have gotten a chance to become dragon-blooded exalts. The people who had never gotten a chance to get anywhere in life. Because they were born wrong.
He's not listening to you anymore.
Why?
Around the same time,
Why?
He figured out... Instead, midway through this conversation, he turns to look at Spider. Why are you helping them? You're one of those newfangled death guys, yeah? I'm oath sworn to heroically have a duel with her at some point later. Oh, I see.
It's the only way I could get them to sit still. Anyway, tell you what. If you stop from summoning that demon, I could help you overthrow Prasad. But...
See, here's the issue about that. Overthrowing it is not really something I'm interested in so much as taking over.
Oh, you can't spell...
Causing heavy societal reform.
Alright, what's that? Okay, what's that look like?
Malpheus 2?
Hey, Gavel, is that good? Good or bad?
Malpheus 2?
Is that good or bad?
Well, that would depend on a few things, but generally speaking, it would probably be bad.
Right.
At least for my line of work.
Right. Yeah, I don't know about Malpheus too. We could probably work around. We could probably workshop that though. As long as it prompts to do something for the little guy. But
He commits 2 additional modes to activate some stuff in the background. He is now at
Oh,
Anima
boy.
9.
look, all I'm trying to say is this. You got pissed because you got thrown under the bus in the most vulnerable point in your life. You were promised something that you didn't. You were promised something, and you felt like the people around you didn't deliver and threw you away because you weren't what they wanted you to be. Well, guess what? There's tons of people that feel that way. Regardless of their powerlessness, they carry on. You could help them and become something more than they already are, and here you stand ready to throw it all away. Does that really sound like a productive method to you? All I'm to have you believe is that maybe there's a different way around this. You don't have to throw it all away. You can salvage this. Your life is worth more than this. Hypnotic tongue technique.
Oh.
Attempting, what would this count as? I don't know if it would be persuade or weaken.
Dissuade.
Dissuade.
And you have to spend, as a note in errata, you have to spend 4 successes for the penalty effects to kick in.
Okay. I still have the automatic successes, thankfully. What do I roll for this?
Presence.
Presence force. Alright. Throw in an excellency and automatic successes. Don't know if I get a stunt for this, because of my cool speech.
No, it's a good speech. You can take a stunt, but I think it's just 2 dice unless you're...
No, I think it goes with my, let me see.
I'd rather talk than fight, I guess.
Also, life is everything. Also,
Okay,
everyone
yeah, 4 dice, then.
everyone has value. I got a bunch of these, honestly.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we got. It's all right. That's 11 successes.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, he's gonna spend a mote to hard bargain
And
with a special feature.
let's see. I spend 4 successes to allow the next persuade action to benefit from the target intimacy as though it were in accordance with it. Gonna go ahead and do that.
Oh, this is gonna be really fucking funny. I just figured out how this is going to work.
I'm gonna turn Gnosis into a counter-revolutionary. Into a revolutionary, rather, not counter-revolutionary.
Oh boy.
All right, how's this gonna work?
Your words reach the ear of someone. Many someone's possessing Gnosis right now. He used the custom charm he's been using all this time in the background to push the results of successful influence onto the demons possessing him. Tell me how you make all of these demons wake up to justice.
So, wait a second. All right, I got it. So suddenly, within their fragile hearts, something stirs. They begin to think about the words said here. The little guy, the ones who never got a chance, and they begin to think about their position here. All the Gnosis has done is abuse his position, use these guys as tools, and use them for whatever, like these nefarious deeds to fuel his petty ambition to get back at the people he hates the most. Regardless of the situation, this is a pretty embarrassing situation for a demon to be subjected to.
Quite.
And the many demons surrounding Gnosis begin to think, you know what? This is kind of a crap deal. This guy kind of sucks, I think. I think I want to quit.
Now, the unfortunate detail here, while you succeed on doing that with the demons, Gnosis has reached Iconic. Iconic effect, Oathbreaker. Once per scene, the penumbra instills a minor tie of distrust towards a character or concept in a number of people equal to her essence. Additionally, she may commit 2 motes to temporarily lift the burden of a sealed oath from a target. The person may defy their oath until the penumbra withdraws the committed motes.
Ooh. Oh.
He nods.
This guy.
Takes all of that in.
This guy with.
And then looks at Spider. The Heartless Spider with... the Heartless Spider gnawing at Fate's tapestry. I hereby relieve you of all oaths you have sworn in your life. He commits 2 motes for that.
No. Oh, no.
And Spider rolls join battle against all of you.
What happens?
Oh,
also,
no.
what happened with, also, this means he's an opposing party. Hostile actions by the opposing party are made at a difficulty increased by the Eclipse's essence.
Alright.
I'm not gonna fight Spider.
Spider's going to fight you, and he's going to activate Joy and Violence to automatically win join battle.
Alright.
Wow.
That's fine.
As this happens, he looks towards Lythander. Oh good, now I can finally show you everything that Ed's been teaching me.
So you're going to break the oath that we swore?
I don't have...
The oath... Fun! That oath is no longer existing.
Also...
For now.
Guess who's in the conflict, Rex?
Who?
I'm in the conflict!
That's true, you get to play 2 characters right
I
now.
get to... So yeah, Ed is going to put himself between us and Spider. Looks like you still need more training. Guess I better shake a leg. You guys keep dealing with this creep. I'll keep him busy.
You can keep trying to social influence Gnosis if you want. He only has 1 mote left.
I'm gonna keep doing it. I am.
Oh my goodness.
And I will.
Corona
Please.
Fury is still active, so he regenerates 2 motes per round.
Oh, and also the persuade. Remember the persuade, the persuade thing that still triggers. All right. So the next persuade action benefits from his intimacy as though it were in accordance with it.
That applies to the demons, not to him.
Okay, great to know. Do I know this?
Yeah, I think now is about the time when the demonic murmuring that's surrounding him at all times kind of reaches a crescendo as many of the demons quit in mass, including the one you guys play.
You know what,
Wow.
kid? You're on your own.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I'm talking about. See? When I'm talking about the little guys, I mean you too, of course. Good to know you guys got some sense. I mean, really? What a shit position to be in. Being used as the scapegoat by some failed prince, trying to get revenge on some stupid bit tyrants instead of helping out whoever it was there as they were oppressing. Sounds like a shit deal to me. Tell you what. I think this guy sucks too. You want to help him? You want to help us put him in his place? I think
You have successfully convinced all of Gnosis' demons to defect.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if demons know sealing magic, but that would be cool if they could seal him.
Hard to say. In the meantime,
And
he takes the first turn.
and now he can't explode himself.
Mm-hmm. That's demon magics. He was gonna use.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
Spider is having power pumped into him by a Gnosis, so he has Furious Dragon's Ire again.
All right. Ed is going to continue his attempt here. He's going to try and take on Ed's attacks and see if he survives. All right, Ed, Spider's attacks.
Spider, first things first, is going to be going in for a attack on Aura with Heaven Thunder Hammer to try and knock her off the ship.
Except he's not going to because guess what? Loyal Guardian approach. Commit one mode for the scene. This charm may be used in response to an attack on step 2. The Exalt may take reflexive defend other actions on behalf of another character in close range. Aura's in close range of...
He's attacked. Oh, okay then, yeah.
And also, guess what? The shit is, the defense and, Spider's defense and soak is increased by 1. Also, I'm adding, 2 successes when shielding another person with a defend other action. What is the defend other action?
Defend other action means, that the attack will... Defend other applies her defense, to increase by the defense of the weapon, which is the first time that's ever really mattered, I think.
Yeah.
I do think, given Spider, I think Spider just gets his overwhelm of 3 from that then.
Yeah.
As he goes in for a swing with the horrifying power style, and he just kind of steps out of the way. I do think that Heaven Thunder Hammer is not a step 1 charm, however. Is that right, Gavel?
Say again.
Is Heaven Thunder Hammer a step 1 charm?
Heaven Thunder Hammer is a step 7.
Okay. Oh, he can't activate Advocate Sepulture yet. That's a different activation condition than just step 1, so never mind then. So he swings, and Ed blocks it.
Wake.
Player action.
Alright, so Ed is going to attempt, yeah, let's do that. Gains the moat back, and then, let's spend 4 motes.
Okay.
First, I'm going to spend 1 mote, I'm gonna perform a withering attack against, what's his name? Against Spider. I'm spending 2 motes for bone and steel destruction. Rolling, with force and physical, force and close combat. I'm going to, spend an additional mote, which puts me at 5 motes. And also I'm at active immediately.
Okay.
Because I just spent 5 motes in 1 turn. And then, to get the excellency. This also gives me a double on 9s because of augmented attribute.
Oh, goodness.
I'm going to roll 15 for this withering attack. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus the accuracy on my weapon, which is 1. So that's 13 successes. I think I'm...
take 8 power.
I gain an additional 2 power because of bone steel destruction, so my power cap.
That you are.
And what else? For a number of rounds equal to the alchemical's essence, reduce the target's soak by 2. And the other 2 motes that I spent with guard breaking technique. On step 5, on the weathering attack, the target's defense is reduced by 1 until the start of the next turn. And then I spend an additional mote I don't have to spend the additional mode because that's only on a decisive attack. So I'm only at 5. It's fine. So yeah, I'm at power. So now he's at power cap.
Mm-hmm. Gnosis is going to go next.
Oh, all right.
He's activated Mind Hand Matter Manipulation. Let me go ahead and read out what that does for everyone.
By the way, did he roll join battle?
No, good point. Let's have Gnosis roll join battle.
Okay.
I mean, the bad guy's already won because that's what the Abyssal thing did.
That's fine.
Alright. Mind Hand Manipulation. Scrolling back down to Infernal Charms. One moment. Be with you shortly. Commit 1 vote for the scene. They may telekinetically manipulate up to her essence and objects within medium range. Using her sagacity in place of ranged combat or physique for feats of strength, manipulated objects may be thrown at opponents as a ranged combat attack with the improv tag. Commit 1 additional vote. The Infernal might telekinetically manipulate objects up to long range with no distortions or light to betray her magic. Commit 1 additional mode. The Infernal's telekinetic blade gains the artifact and piercing tags. If a decisive attack would reduce their opponent to incapacitated, the Infernal may choose to cause a dramatic injury instead.
That's okay, because he can only spend 2 motes on this, since he only has 2.
Well, he's at 3 right now, because Infernals get overdrive in mote recovery when they're at high enough anima. Oh, look, he's at Iconic.
Oh. Well, that sucks.
Also, he committed those earlier anyway.
Okay. I think I might also be at Iconic soon. Let me see. What was I?
He turns to look at Lythander as all this is going. Let's make this interesting, shall we?
What's the deal?
You let me kill the Wyld Hunt and I let you go.
That's very interesting, but, you heard the boss. We are trying to do this peacefully, I guess.
Fine, you look like the easiest one of the crew to hit anyway.
Oh
Extra
my goodness.
difficulty.
Really, Spider?
Very difficult.
That's not Spider, that's Gnosis.
That is Gnosis.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, I thought... Really, Gnosis?
Oh,
You
the
really want
demons
to
also
test me.
count as an allied battle group right now.
They're friends!
For
Technically-
us.
For us.
For us.
It's complicated, but
For us.
they will be
Okay,
attacking
fair
Gnosis
enough.
on their turn.
Hey, Gavel. You have just received
Yes?
a new addition to the army.
Oh my god, you
Goodness
have.
sakes.
You're
The Ashen
welcome.
ones have now been infiltrated by
This
demons.
is a withering attack on Lythander. What's your defense?
My defense is... 8,
That can't be right.
divided by 2.
Plus
Oh,
3.
4.
Plus 3 with
4.
the, with
Wait, can't you
So,
only...
7.
plus...
Okay, let me
It's
double...
plus 3 because of, my active anima effect.
Okay. In that case, he gets his overwhelm of 3.
Cool.
As a phantom blade tries to cut your finger off, but you pull your hand in the finger with the gall, of course.
Hey! Oi! Don't you dare touch this.
He makes the Jinkaria smile at you.
If he tries to touch it, I will send 1,000 points of damage to his soul.
Okay, how?
Soul damage.
I'm excited to see what it is on your sheet, but alright.
It's called DM, please.
Oh, okay.
The soul
That's
soul
fair.
damage comes from Lythander being disappointed in Spider.
Yeah.
Well, as he's doing this, he's looking at, hey, Lythander, check this cool shit out, as he tries to punch Aura and gets blocked.
Wait, why don't you attack Gnosis?
You guys win every single fucking fight you get into. This is the closest thing I could give you to a challenge.
Yes, but what if we let you fight Gnosis, and you get the challenge against
That's
it?
actually really sad, Spider. I actually thought that was a really sad thing to say. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to help my friend, he says, trying to cave your skull in.
I'm sorry, man.
Sorry for what? Dodging? Take your hits like a big girl.
And that's why Ed is continuously blocking.
Right.
I am not dodging. I am standing perfectly still.
All right. Who wants to go next? It's player action.
All right. I'm gonna attempt to do a What do I do to this guy? I don't want to do like I don't want to do violence with him. I want to like deal him the final blow with my words.
Mhm.
What do I do? Oh boy.
We can have someone else take the first action if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can have the demon army go first if you want.
Sure.
Oh, goodness.
Sure.
All right. The demon army is going to make a withering attack on the person they're possessing, trying to tear him out from
Oh
the
my.
inside apart.
Oh boy.
Feel free to voice this as this is going on.
Hmm?
You're still playing the
Let's
demons.
see. Indeed, true. 6 successes.
The demons gain their overwhelm of 4.
How do you like them apples?
As you... Oh, sorry, you first.
Nah, I just did a battle bark.
Okay.
Woof woof.
Silent, glowering.
Bark bark.
Malik's up next.
Gnosis is currently feeling like how I felt when I ate the bag of jelly of gummy worms. Got heartburn
no.
real bad.
That's
Gnosis,
not good.
Gnosis is going forward. You, traitor, get off my ship. He's gonna try a special gambit so that Chills only has to play one character tonight.
Wait, this is Gnosis or Malik?
Malik.
What?
Oh.
He's the traitor is right here. He's working with the Anathema. Ed.
Huh. That is me. I'm mostly not doing anything.
He's gonna try and fry him with a bolt of lightning from the sky.
With all due respect, sir, I'm trying to help you.
Please make a physique plus fortitude roll, Ed.
My favorite.
Against an environmental hazard.
My favorite. You thought you could get me with this one, did you, Rex? Little did you know, I have double 9s on this shit.
6, 7, 8. No, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yep, 10
Unless
successes.
I'm missing something.
It's about as
Unless I'm missing something.
effective as trying to use electricity on an Ultraman. It does nothing.
Oh.
Did you know that some Ultraman actually are weak to electricity?
Oh, weird.
That's wild.
I thought it's like one of their type immunities.
With all due respect, sir, I'm trying to keep you alive here. This guy's dangerous. So if you don't mind, I need to keep him steady. Focus on your Gnosis. And leave me to this.
Player action.
Alright. What do I do here? You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna attempt another verbal attack. Rex,
Okay, persuasion roll.
alright, Rex, what kind of verbal attacks are accessible to me?
Social influence. Follows the normal rules for that.
Alright. What are some good ones we can do? I haven't done social influence in a long time. Alright, at least not in combat. We could try for a weaken action. We can try an instill action. I think I'd like to instill some kind of influence into this guy. Now that he does not have demons to redirect his bad feelings into.
Can't speak gay thoughts, he says, deflecting repressed homosexuality into the demons possessing me.
Call J.G. Brentworth.
All right,
I don't know what that has to do with anything correct, but sure.
we're gonna go for
7 cash now.
All right. Spend 2 I'm going to try another hypnotic tongue technique. I'm going to attempt to convince him that I have his best interest at heart, and I'm going to roll a special weaken action with my essence in bonus successes instead of spending successes for the usual effect. Okay, yeah. It just says, spend 2 motes when the solar attempts to convince the target that I have the best interest at heart. Roll a special weaken action with his essence bonus successes. All right, so I get 3 bonus successes on this, in addition to the additional bonus success I get from, what is it called, Harmonious Presence Meditation. Rolling the bones. What do I roll for this, Rex?
Presence.
All right. I attempt, so that's 5 successes plus 4 additional successes, so that's 9.
Ooh.
Where'd you get the 4 additional successes? Oh, anima effects, right?
Nope. I got it. I got 1 from Harmonious Presence Meditation, and then I got the other 2 from Hypnotic Tongue Technique. The other 3 from Hypnotic Tongue Technique.
Alright, he's gonna spend another mote to deflect that influence onto a subordinate he just gained. Spider.
Wait.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, so Spider...
Not just on the demons.
So Spider now believes that I have his best interests at heart.
Yes.
Also, where did he get that mote? I thought he was out. I thought he spent all 3.
He had 1 left. He spent 2 on the move he just did for committing the thing.
Right.
For committing the war crime?
Yeah, trying to cut your thingy off. So he has 1 left. Now he's at empty for now. Unless he decommits to activate other stuff, which he could. Yeah, he's going to decommit Scars Become Armor in order to have a mote to work with.
Alright. I'm gonna... So, since the weaken action goes to Spider, I'm gonna be like, Spider, come on. This isn't nearly climactic enough for us to battle, dude. It's not gonna be great if you rush things. You know, they say, good things come to those who wait. And that's what...
Spider's gonna hard bargain out of that. He'll accept the influence after 1 final strike as an appetizer to sweeten the pot for later. And that sounds like a good hard bargain, except after I do 1 more cool move to show off for everyone.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, what kind of cool move is he going to do?
Okay.
Is he going to cast a spell on us? Shadoodle madoodle, your spaghetti is now a noodle?
It's player action if Gavel or Lythander want to do anything.
I'm just gonna sit back and build power.
Okay, or Will, whichever one.
Trying to think of what I could do in this instance.
You could join the social influence train.
I could.
Oh, actually, I could proc, or activate Greatness Inspiring Aura.
You could also try and do some social chicanery on your end, too. Changing Moons are good at that. You get 3 bonus successes based on anima effects.
Am I at full anima still?
Or you want more than 2. That's when active happens.
Yes.
Then you wouldn't have enough for that. You're not an iconic, but... Targets of the scene include Malik, Spider, Gnosis, Gnosis' Demon Squadron, the Wyld Hunt, who still can't attack no matter how much they want to.
Nope, not yet.
This whole fight scene, they are trying to shoot literally everyone, but the magic keeps redirecting all their projectiles into each other to just make a constant fireworks show in the sky as a backdrop for the duel.
Oh, goodness. Let's see, Lythander, you got anything?
Not that I can really think of.
All right, I'll help join in with the social influencing.
Okay, your anima stuff might be helpful for this too.
Indeed. Let's see. Would it be possible to use Golden Year's Tarnished Black?
On who?
Gnosis? Or maybe Spider?
Or Spider, yeah. Depends on what you're trying to tarnish black here.
And that's what I'm trying
You could
to
also
figure
just,
out as well.
you don't necessarily need to use charms. You could just have a Snickers, you're not you when you're hungry, or other assorted, hey, just knock it off. Or setting up for future things you want to try and convince characters to do.
Pretty much. Look, Spider. I know you're feeling quite irritated about how we have been basically putting in a lot of the action as of late, but really, is killing us going to be the thing that resolves all that?
Fighting you now with the Wyld Hunt around you and whatever that guy is trying to do a bunch of shit to eliminate everyone here, it's the closest you'll ever get to a challenge in your entire lives this cycle. You've won every single fight you've had so far.
Are you so sure about that, dear?
Yes.
Because we're not at the end of the road of this little adventure, are we?
Sounds like you're trying to do a dissuade action on him.
It does, indeed.
All right.
What would I need to roll for that?
Presence plus force.
Presence plus force. I have a lot of
Murder
presence
Saint
and a decent amount
Declaration
of
is
force.
active, so his resolve is currently 5.
Oh goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see.
He's also tapping his major virtue of courage to further raise it to 8.
Oh boy. No, those wouldn't work in this instance. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 9.
Lythander, if you want, you could do roll an 8 action for Gavel. Given that you're Spider's
very
friend.
nice.
Sure.
Let's see how many additional dice you can help out with.
How would you like me to, how would you like me to do the 8 action?
Convincing Spider to knock the shit off, whatever you could think of that might be helpful for those ends.
Okay. Spider, do you understand that our friendship is a very small teeter between us killing you and not? We can end You say that this is too easy for us, but that this fight is going to be not trivial when we still have your boss to kill. If you don't think we're not planning on doing that still, you're wrong. She tried to kill my wife, again. So she's dead to me, and will be dead as soon as we meet again.
The issue with the Death Lords is you can't kill them and have it stick.
Oh, I'll find a way.
On a stunt?
Alright, I'm gonna use I'm going to use performance. I'm going to use a excellency in performance to make the 17d 10s.
Okay.
Ooh.
That is 10 successes.
Gavel rolls
my
7 more
goodness.
dice.
Oh my goodness. All right, 7 more, so that's 16 d10s.
Mm-hmm.
Please. 9 successes.
He raises his resolve to 8. Defenders win ties, you just barely do it.
Oh my goodness sakes. Oh.
So you're trying to persuade him to knock this shit off?
Yeah, I'm telling him, no, not yet. We can get something better than this.
Upon hearing this, Gnosis decommits the 2 motes, and hey, Aura, oath broken. Bing, boom, bong.
Bam!
That was a major oath, right?
I don't remember. It's been too
I
long.
think it was. I'm pretty sure it was. So, you sense the gnawing dread and rage. The consequences aren't falling on you. They're falling on Spider.
Uh-oh.
Spider will soon be beset by some variety of grand doom.
Uh-oh.
For reference, what I'm saying, you guys know much about Celtic
Not
mythology.
Grand Doom.
A bit.
Grand
Here and
Curse.
there.
I know Kukulin.
What happened when Kukulin broke all his Gaasa, right?
Yeah, when he broke his Gyasas, he almost died.
Yep.
Oh.
Something very bad is going to happen to Spider soon.
Oh no.
Even though you did convince him to not try and axe you guys, a bad thing will happen to him. I also have further news. The fight's not over.
Oh boy.
Is he still trying to kill us?
Spider's not.
Gnosis is.
It's top of the new round. Gnosis now benefits from Furious Dragon's Ire, since he's no longer pouring the benefits from that into Spider. Mr. Gnosis's, first action is, let me scroll through his sheet quickly. Which would be funniest for him to work with? Yes. He spends 2 motes, which lowers him to 0. Oh, wait, does it? No, he's still at 1, because he decommitted for, Body Obeys Ego. A new law appears in the sky. He invents a law on the spot. Did you know it's illegal to attack me?
No, come on.
Can I contest that
With what?
with my let's see. What is he exactly trying to do? What is he doing exactly?
He's making an influence action against characters present in the scene.
Fuck it.
So he's gonna be rolling influence on everyone.
Fuck his influence. Fucking spirit maintaining maneuver. I'm at iconic now.
So that means you aren't affected by it, but let's have him roll the bones for everyone else.
Alright, what am I rolling?
This is a social influence against your resolve.
Oh, great.
Oh. What's everyone's resolves at?
3.
Defenders win ties. You're good.
I thought I was gonna have to
I think
try and see
Korax,
if I had a
I
chance
think
or
Lythander's
something.
is also 3, so he's also fine.
That's amazing.
Oh, wait a second.
Can I take-
Let me check the Eclipse Anima.
Can I take
Oh, what's up?
Can I take my shit back because he failed?
Let me... about the failing, let me double check his anima effects, because... Oh, no, he doesn't have that. Instead, he has the oath sealing shit.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Once per scene, the Penumbra may spend 2 anima to reduce the target's resolve by 3 against a persuade action to convince them to violate an agreement or act against their best interest.
Oh.
Now,
Oh,
that
no.
only works on one target. He's picking Gavel.
He really
Of
is.
course.
One
The other Infernal in
one
the crowd.
Infernal to another. Let's keep this civil between us, shall we?
No.
Well, that doesn't affect you, Lythander.
You're not going to go after my friend here.
I'm not touching her. She's just not touching me.
Is there
Can't put
anything
the
that I
fist-
can do to make this funny?
Curse shattering strike.
I'm going to punch it then with Curse Shattering Strike.
Kill the law by breaking it. Oh.
If you want to, that could be your action in the new round. If you want to
Okay.
try and CSS Gavel. Go ahead and go Force plus Sagacity.
Alrighty, Force plus Sagacity. I will use an Excellency. 5.
Difficulty of the Essence plus 5. Essence plus 2, I believe. So, defenders win ties. Can you retro stunt?
let's see. Is there anything funny that I could do? I'm just trying to think of anything that would be stunty that I can do. Any suggestions, people that are my friends?
The power of friendship.
Right.
Yeah, that... Yeah, I'm just trying to think. What is the power of friendship?
Feeding her a mushroom.
I am
Lift
going
her
to shove
spirits
a
and break this
mushroom.
curse.
Yes, I will give a mushroom.
Alright, roll 2 more dice. As we have a delicious in dungeon scene of Gavel eating a delicious mushroom. Which I don't know if you've eaten yet.
Nom,
They
nom,
actually
nom.
are quite good.
I don't think Gavel has eaten any of them yet.
Yeah,
no.
taste. Damn.
Do I have to?
I mean, it didn't matter. None of this matters.
Oh, there you go, being all nihilistic again. What have I told you about them?
Unfortunately,
They're delicious.
a surprisingly strong Celestial. Now, Gavel can still participate in the combat scene with build power and all sorts of stuff. She just can't directly
can't
attack
hit.
him.
Yep, just can't hit Gnosis directly.
Alright, it's Gnosis' second action of the round next. For free, he's going to decommit emote to expel all the demons from his body.
Oh,
Environmental hazard attack on everyone present. Everyone roll fortitude plus physique or integrity. They're your choice.
What is my physique? I guess we're doing integrity.
force plus physique. I guess it's physique then.
Integrity it is.
4, 5, 6, 7.
3.
Please. that's a botch.
Is that you that just rolled 15 dice, Laura?
That is both me and, what's his name? Ed.
Who rolled the more ones there?
That was Ed.
Okay, Shadow Spike Curse. Those ones subtract from successes.
Okay, so instead of,
9, it is...
5. Alright, no, it's 8.
What-
6.
Which means you're still fine, then.
Yeah.
It's difficulty 5, unfortunately.
6. No problem. At least, yeah, both Aura and Ed are fine. And what I'm worried about is my friends.
Let's also roll for Malik.
Let's see, what else can I... What do I have? Oh!
And Spider, of course. Malik is fine. Spider is gonna spend a mote for an excellency. Spider takes the damage, unfortunately. Spider, Lythander, and, Oh, fun fact. Hey, Gavel! You're possessed by the demon that you voice, and Lythander, you possessed by the demon you voice.
Well, this is not interesting.
Oh, great. I was
Oh,
hoping
no,
this
wait,
wouldn't happen
let's flip
like
it.
this.
Let's flip it so that they possess the other.
Oh.
Well, this isn't interesting, is it? I can now play with boobies!
Oh, also, all 3 of the people so affected take 3 health levels of damage.
Oh, ow.
Oh, that's, very big.
That's gonna hurt. Owie.
What other penalties does this terrain provide?
The terrain?
Or environmental hazard, rather.
It was a one-time environmental hazard, so he just shot the demons out in a giant solnado, and now they're just circling the battlefield everywhere. The entire ship, rather.
Right, Ed, now's your cue to capture. I'm on it.
Is Ed acting next, then?
Yep.
Alright.
He's gonna commit 1 mote to impose an environmental hazard or difficult terrain in close range of their opponent to make him easier to capture. He's going to take his environmental hazard and push it right back onto him.
Push the swarm of demons back onto him. You are in a beam clash with a swarm of demons. Just the angry fight cloud from classic Looney Tunes cartoons is now swirling the battlefield. Alright, let's have,
Mr. Plankett!
Let's have, Gnosis roll off with his hellish endurance pool.
Oh boy.
Gavel.
What's the difficulty on that?
It doesn't say. It does not say what the difficulty is.
Probably...
It just says commit a mode to impose an environmental hazard or difficult terrain in close range of
Let's say that it's the same enviro hazard that he just inflicted. So he takes 3 damage.
He fails.
Yes, and he spends his 1 mote to activate a specific charm that I have foreshadowed a little. Scrolling down for the Acid Blood charm to find its proper name. Under Physique. He's now on emotes for now. Oh no, wait. He had Hyper Regen on, so he has 1 left. Venom Blood Revenge. Spend 1 mode on step 8, it's a special counterattack. Characters in close range must make a physique-based roll at difficulty 3, plus the number of levels of damage inflicted on the counterattack that targeted them, or else they suffer 4 dice of environmental damage. Who's in close range to him?
Ed.
Ed, you have to, make a physique roll at difficulty 6.
Okay. I'm going to roll it with force. And I'm going to use another excellency. That is 4, 6... Oh, that doesn't do it.
Nope. You take 3 health levels of damage, Ed.
Alright. Sheesh.
As acid blood scours into you. And the Wyld Hunt will also need to roll defense.
Actually, instead of rolling excellency, I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 mote for terraforming protocol to ignore penalties imposed by an environmental hazard or difficult terrain.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, he is going to use his last remaining mote on Shadowed Spike Curse to make the entire Wyld Hunt botch.
Okay.
You know what happens in a Tarantino movie with the massive blood sprays?
Yeah.
The Demon Swarm he is now ejecting his acid blood all over the fleet. There are many shots of members of the Wyld Hunt falling over, screaming in pain and agony, and oozing a lot of blood into the ocean.
That's a lot of blood.
Yep. Meter fills up somewhere in the deep dark depths of Malpheus as Iolda looks at his entry hole to see how close he is. Fuller than it used to be. Not full yet. But the Wyld Hunt goes from 30 health levels to 26.
Okay.
Alright.
Player action. Who wants to go next? Oh no, wait, that was just his counter to what Ed just did, wasn't it?
Yes.
It's now his turn again proper.
Yes.
He is going to try and...
Sorry. Better idea. So here's the thing. Rex, it says that I can impose an environmental hazard or difficult terrain in close range.
It can't be both.
It can't be both. So, instead of that, since that'll probably cause a lot of damage in the long run, if he can just stay in an environmental hazard and take damage every turn.
Well, you already did that, but that's a one-time environmental hazard, it sounds like.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be trying to keep him in check for the time being.
Right, lock him down. Alright, he is going next. He's going to spend a mote to, glance at Spider. Well, if you won't play along, I can still borrow your powers from you. And he activates Dark Miracle Mimicry.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I have that one.
One mode. The Infernal copies one magical ability, including spells, charms, and other essence-powered effects, from a character in the scene to whom they hold a negative intimacy. He thou hates Spider because he won't follow commands like a good pawn. So long as the moat remains committed, they must pay its cost as usual. That's his action. He copies something from his sheet.
Hey, what's the thing where Gnosis gets to make a law in the sky again?
It is an infernal charm. You could learn that if you want to. It is, Intolerable Burning Truths. Integrity 3, Essence 2. Oh no, wait, sorry.
Oh.
Unbreakable Laws of Hell, Embassy 4.
I have Embassy 4, that's funny.
You can get that if you so
Keep that in
choose.
mind. I'll keep that in mind.
You'll need a repurchase in order to invent laws on the scene, though.
Yep, for sure.
Alright, player action after he did the Mega Man power copy.
Alright, I won't attack him then. So he was, bleeding himself to make, the problems happen? Guess what? We just pushed the demons he just ejected, back into him. I'm gonna try to command the demons to knock him out. To knock him out.
this body.
Alright, the demons... Let me check how the knockout gambit works. They need one more power, since it's equal to his hardness, I think.
I'll donate some of my power to them.
How much of your power?
As much as it takes.
10%? 30%?
1, 2, 3. Let's say 4 power. I'm not using the power for anything else.
Oh, hang on. I think they took the knockout gambit out of the full version of the game because it was fucking broken. You could pin him down, or ensnare, or distract, reveal weakness, pull, push. You could try and shove him into the gall, maybe.
Let's ensnare. I don't know. I don't trust him anywhere near the gall. Let's just...
No, put me in the gall.
Let's ensnare.
Okay, do you want... Let's have the demons roll for that then, I guess. They'll spend the 3 motes to...
I feel like they have better stats for that.
Alright, their drill will come into effect here, so this is 6 dice with 2 automatic successes.
Alright. That is 5 successes.
This is against his, defense, I believe. Oh no, wait, base difficulty 3. He's pinned for, 3 rounds. As a bunch of demons start swirling around him, and... vitriol emerges from a bunch of the Methodies, which is a solid amount of... I'd say about a third of the forces he made are the acid elementals, which Malpheus made as, no, I'm gonna make my element that beats all the others. I'm gonna make my own cycle of creation with blackjack and hook and escorts. And all of a sudden, he is pinned down in place via bounds of acid that are burning into his skin and causing him to bleed naturally. The meter
I don't want him to bleed
more.
I don't want him to bleed.
Unfortunately, a good chunk of the demons are stuff that bleed on contact.
God damn it.
That doesn't mechanically affect things. It's a flavor thing. It does not... That doesn't fill the doom clock. The last one did.
Okay. Then what do we do? Alright. Now that he's pinned, what the hell do we do with this guy?
That's a great question.
Well, it's his turn again. Well, I did say that this is going to be particularly... He looks at Ed. You should go die. Now. And yes, his eyes are crackling with lightning as he says that.
Oh, come on.
And he is indeed using the abyssal thing he copied to try and kill him with his words alone. This goofy April Fool's Day character shouldn't be here. You should elope your god now. Scrolling down to exactly how this works. I think he rolls the action. But let me scroll down to... Wait, no, that's too far. That's into Dragon Bloods. One moment, be with you shortly.
Remove thyself from my plane of reality, henceforth.
Killing words techniques. Oh, yeah, he rolls for this. So he is going to absolutely be spending an excellency on this. He gets 2 back every turn. That's crazy for Infernal bosses.
That's a lot of dice. That's a lot of successes.
Indeed, that is about 9 successes, if I am reading that right.
Ed takes 5 health levels of damage.
Ooh.
Okay. Thankfully, I'm glad I decided to use that moat thing to ignore the penalties of that acid terrain, because boy, is that a lot of fucking levels of damage.
How many health levels do you have left?
3.
Oh, wow!
Thanks, Oxbody.
Thanks, Oxbody! As a bunch of metal explodes off of his body, and you see a lot of clay guts, because alchemicals are kind of golems, too, of constructs made of the earth and sacred materials, in addition to the magic metals. And actual blood is starting to ooze. Ed, I don't know if you've ever been in this much pain or injured this badly. You are getting fucked up.
It's not my time to die yet.
Oh no, it is. Player action.
So I've gone. Ed has gone. Gavel and Lythander have not gone.
Alright. Lythander,
Yes.
do you have anything in mind?
Not really.
Because I was just going to build power because I cannot punch the Gnosis.
I don't think I can really hurt them either.
You could social influence him.
I know exactly what I'm gonna do next turn. I just realized something very important. The funny little thing that I used way back in the day to take down, what's his name? The economy.
Oh, goodness.
So, Gnosis, question. Why do you want to do this?
I think we're past that.
Revenge.
No, seriously, why?
Because it's funny.
What's funny about it, really?
Seeing these assholes undone by their own hubris trying to kill you fucks. I'm imagining a zoom on Lythander saying, yeah, that is really funny, damn.
Damn right, that is funny, but we can make it more funny. We should workshop this before you do it.
Roll a dissuade action on him with a stunt.
Alright, what would I use for dissuade?
This might be appropriate here.
What would be appropriate?
Performance.
Okay.
For ornaments.
Alright, I'm gonna use a stunt.
He is using his current
Or
ambition
excellency.
of show no mercy to boost his resolve from 4 to 6. Not
Well-
that it helped.
I was gonna say, 11 successes.
8. Yeah. There you go.
You know what? How's about this? We stop this fight, I let you go, and you let me go. I'll be with you in your dreams to help workshop against these fucks.
You know what? That's actually very, very, very good deal, honestly. But how about we workshop a little bit now? And I say you're free to go. But we just workshop a little bit now, besides dreams.
Okay.
Right, sounds good. Lythander offers his hand to make a deal. To
He,
shake.
he shakes it telekinetically with the mind hand meditation.
Got it.
Fight over?
I guess. I'm not gonna touch him.
Question. I guess.
I expected you to kill this man!
Famous last words
Rex.
from DM. When have I
Do
ever
you
killed
think-
anybody you want me to kill? And when
What-
have I killed people that
What
you didn't
makes
want me
you
to kill?
think
The
that I
economy
would
in Neon.
kill What makes you think that I would kill a character that I made art for?
Meon.
Oh my
The economy.
That wasn't my fault.
Yeah, that was mine.
Yes.
Fair.
I will need, Miss Eclipse, I will need you to sign off on this.
Why? You can just break it on your own accord.
Oh, actually, wait, fight's not over. Because we still have fucking Malik, who's gonna try and fry Gnosis with a lightning bolt.
Malik, what are you doing?
Killing an Anathema, doing my fucking job!
Alright, you're not gonna kill them? Oh no, wait.
That's 10 successes right
Actually,
there.
that was Gnosis's defense roll, boosted with the excellency.
Oh.
He tanks the lightning like a champ.
Oh,
You
thank
see
God.
him get zapped, and the funny skeleton outline happens. And then you realize that actually fried a good chunk of the demons. Just because they're out of his body doesn't mean he can't still push damage off onto them.
Hmm.
But he's still fine.
Okay, how's the Doom Clock?
Demons don't count for the Doom Clock.
Phew.
It's human blood.
Malik,
That was-
what the hell?
You came here to kill him and simplify our war, did you not?
I came here to stop him, and we're doing that. We're almost there. If any more unnecessary violence is called, that Doom Clock could go off. And I don't want to deal with the Third Circle Demon, do you?
I mean, we did take care of a second circle demon with
We're
Bear
not
and
gonna do anything with the Third Circle
we're
Demon.
stronger than we were then, too. I mean,
I don't want to
we
chance
did
it.
completely embarrass Octavian.
Well, this guy knows Octavian's dead. I'm not chancing it with Octavian's dead.
That's a separate demon. The Munaxis is where the Hearthstone came from. This is Iolda, which is descended from a separate Yosi.
Regardless, I don't think it's wise to chance anything with the Third Circle Demon. Let's play it safe.
One final persuade action on Malik.
Alright. Let's roll an excellency, and I still have my shit.
Resolve boosted to 9 via various means on his sheet.
Alright, I have the automatic success, and I'm going to spend 2 motes on Hypnotic Tongue Technique to assist further in this persuade action. That's a very low number.
Retroactive stunt? Well, that I'm not sure that would really help all that much.
It could. That's the thing. It could. Because that's 5 successes. I need 4 more.
Oh, goodness.
You would need 2 10s, or if it's 4 dice, you would need at least a success on each dice, which is possible. But
It is,
eight-
it is
eight-
holistically possible.
8 actions may also help, but the cap is 20, so
Up to you.
The thing that Hypnotic Tongue Technique allows me to do, because I have 4 successes available, instead of spending the successes to help to create the situation where he would be in accordance, I can spend the 4 to allow the next persuade action to benefit from the targeted intimacy as though we're in accordance with it.
so someone else needs to finish the job. Okay.
Someone else needs to finish the job on convincing him.
Oh, boy.
I'm also I'm an iconic.
Oh,
Alright,
I
who wants to
forgot
do
that.
the deed?
That was a social influence roll, right?
Yeah.
Right.
For mine, that's actually 14 successes.
What do you
What?
mean 14?
I get 3 extra automatic
Oh, okay.
successes.
Ah, from for the previous one. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Someone else needs to convince this guy.
Oh, actually,
Oh, boy.
Korak, doubling back to that for a second, his resolve was boosted to, I believe, 7. So with 14 successes, you have 7 overflow. Let me read through the social influence list if you want to do anything else for Gnosis.
I would like to bind him like I did to Spider.
Well, you could do a dissuade action for 2 successes. Stop summoning Iolda, you dumb bastard.
Yeah, okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I'll use 2 for that. No, I have 5.
You could spend 2. You could spend 4 more to prevent him from doing it for an entire story. Which would be try again next year, asshole.
What's the try again never option?
You can only dissuade for up to an entire story, but because it only works during calibration, which is once a year.
Try again next year. Unless there's a different things that I can do with that.
There are. You can instill for 1 success to give him new intimacies. Persuade him to do something else, something additionally for 2 successes. Set up for 2 successes. Strengthen intimacies for 2 successes. Weaken existing intimacies for 3 successes.
I'm going to weaken his intimacy of destroying Prasad.
Okay, that goes down from major to minor.
I'm going to instill an intimacy of friendship.
Now,
Lythander.
as a GM, are you sure about that, given what the intimacy of friendship does for Spider? I'm friends with you. I'm going to try and murder your friends to show how much I'm friends with you.
It never backfired once on us.
Oh no. This ought to be interesting.
Okay, intimacy of friendship.
And strengthen that intimacy of friendship.
You can't do that with an intimacy that was created in the same scene.
Why not?
It says so in the rulebook.
Dang. What was the other option that I could use?
Well, you've spent 5 successes for weaken and... 3 successes for weaken and 1 success for instill, so you have 3 left. You could dissuade him to stop the demon thing for a single turn, but...
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to weaken his intimacy again.
A different... Okay, hang on. Let's recap where these successes were spent. Are you doing the dissuade stuff, or are you giving him intimacies? You don't have enough for both, it seems.
With 7?
In order to prevent him from summoning Iolda for the rest of the campaign, essentially, you would need to spend 6 of those.
Oh. Fine, I'll use that, and then the last intimacy for an intimacy of friendship.
Okay. Alright, you know what? Fine. I'm going to live for thousands of years anyway. I can always try this again next year. All of these fucking asshole Celestials are going to be in the way. I may as well not.
Exactly. You can join us, and we can destroy those Celestials.
Sure. Now is the Malik issue, though, because, Aura, for once in her life, shockingly, failed a persuasion action.
Mm-hmm.
But I did set up for the next one.
You did. Gavel.
Oh,
Still
boy.
your turn in this social combat initiative.
All right. Malik, stand down.
You realize I'm here to kill you specifically, yes?
I'm extremely aware of this.
Do you know what would be extremely funny, though? We incapacitate him. And feed him.
Lythander, make a hard
Lythander.
bargain.
Oh, no.
Why, is she here?
Yep.
Okay, my hard bargain is that was a serious comment and not a joke.
No, you said you know what would be funny.
Wow. All I have to say
Well.
is that.
Oh, God.
Wow, okay. I would like to look the DM in the face and say, no.
You know what, that's fine. You didn't finish the joke, so that's fair.
It wasn't even a joke. It was a serious thing.
Alright, fine, moving on.
Either way. Look, this whole mess is just gonna get more and more messier if we don't just stop, take a breath, and just reevaluate things. Now, I know that's extremely rich, coming from me of all people, but this shit has been getting a bit messier than I would like. So let's just all take a seat, calm down.
Your anima effects might be coming into effect here, if you want to do that
Indeed.
persuasion. So, setting up will lower the difficulty of this by, I believe... setting up, remove 1 from the target's resolve.
Okay.
Alright, so his resolve is, instead of 7, it is now 6.
Alright, and what would you like me to roll for this?
Presence, force with a stunt.
Presence force with a stunt. I can certainly do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with a stunt. That adds to 11. D10. Please. Oh, 8 successes.
It's a success, just barely.
Let's go.
You can also instill if you want, with 1 overflow.
Don't
What can I
forget, your
Oh no, wait,
present-
I'm sorry, you have 2 overflow. You could dissuade or persuade someone.
And don't forget, due to hypnotic tongue technique, your persuade action benefits from the intimacy as though it was in accordance to it.
In that case, you have 4 successes. Sorry, 3 overflow successes.
Goodness. So I could either instill or dissuade or persuade someone.
Okay, hang on. His resolve was lowered to 6, so because of Aura fudging the dice, that is... Oh no, wait, that would mean his resolve is lowered to 4, so you have 4... You succeed with 3 overflow, so yeah.
Okay.
Dissuade is 2, instill is 1, persuade is 2, set up is 2, weaken is 3, strengthen is 2.
And instill would just be instill an intimacy, I imagine.
Yep.
Could I instill an intimacy of respect
Yeah.
with Malik?
Yes.
All right, absolutely, let's do
Or
it.
the opponent. Gavel, sounds good.
Yep.
So,
We're both generals here on the field, Malik. You know, you've seen as many battles as I have, maybe even more. You know this shit is getting too messy for the both of us.
and what I also know, he glares at Gnosis, is that you're not the only one trying to manipulate people from behind the scenes. He looks to the sky.
Hmm.
If you want to, you could
Yes.
you could spend. You have 2 overflow. You could spend. You want to make him mad at heaven?
Yes, you know what? Let's recruit another person on our army on our mission against heaven.
Actually, wait.
Why not?
Your anima effects might give you 3 additional successes. Go check what those are.
All right. Let's see. So my anima effects: passive, shake off your chains. Extras and non-heroic mortals cannot ignore the Ascendant's social actions, giving in to their violent and rebellious instincts at her behest. Let's see. When do active anima effects?
2 or higher.
Well, I am certainly past that point. Laws of Hell. Rebuking any authority not of the Yozis, the Infernal encourages listeners to exact justice with their own hands. Add her essence in successes on social influence rolls, provoking characters to acts of rebellion or anarchy.
Rebellion. Rebellion.
Yep. Rebel
Add
against
3
heaven.
successes, so you have 4 more successes to work with.
Oh my goodness. All right. You know what? Yeah, let's get General Malik on the anti-heaven train.
Okay, so
Choo choo.
alright, sounds like this is going to be it's another instill.
Yep. All right.
And you have 2 more successes to spend.
Oh goodness. All right. So I can either persuade, dissuade, strengthen. Trying to think. What else do I have?
Setup for future stuff.
Setup. Let's do setup.
Okay, that's the other 2 successes to make him a little bit less of a hard ass, just a little.
Yep.
Insert your own Fallout high speech check difficulty success markers here.
Yay.
That's absolutely what this is. This is convincing Legate Linnaeus to stand down.
Oh.
There is an incredibly long silence. When we face you on the field of battle, it should be us. Not them, not any of whatever that lying purple woman's tricks are. Just us.
It's the only way it could end.
The only way it could be fair. A piece of paper flies through the air and hits Gavel in the face.
Oh, that's great. Ow, son of a...
Let me find Altos, Diogenes, and GMs to give
Indeed.
you the relevant piece of paper.
Let's see.
This is what is writ.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Remember what happened the last time you found these pieces of paper flying around?
No.
Vaguely.
Well, I remember Chill screaming in irritation when I started posting this shit. You want to read that out for the crowd?
Well, me?
Yeah.
Alright, yes. So, once there was a maiden, whose battles called her far from home. She slew the thing she feared the most, and conquered the land that feared her. As she fought far away, she knew her children needed guidance. She knew they faced tyrants. She knew they faced fear. In her homeland, things were broken. So, she held up her hand before the sun, cast a shadow on the world, and drowned the troubles of her home in darkness. Survival's a long reach, she said.
In a hilltop. Atop a massed extreme range band away from where all of you are. And committing the thing so you need to hard bargain if you want to interrupt her, is Joktan. Glaring down at all of you hatefully. The good thing I set up so many contingency plans because all of you fools somehow managed to disarm almost all of them. I'm doing this for the benefit of everyone, you realize. Needs of the many and all that, but fine. If I have to push the big red button right now, I will. Does anyone want to interrupt her as she's going to push the big red button?
What's the big red button?
Well, she spends 10 motes to activate the big red button.
You know what? Maybe we shouldn't.
What is the big red button?
The time is now. I forget the exact name of this charm, but it is a powerful prayer paper charm to bring a future calamity to now.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
How about we... Okay. So a hard bargain interrupts this?
It could try to interrupt it. It allows for the chance to do so.
So she hates Gavel, yes?
Yes, because she's super racist.
Indeed.
Yes.
What could I hard bargain with her on?
I think the hard bargain in this case. Because what she's gonna do is she's gonna be dragging Iolda here now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, hey, you pushed the summoning into the future. She's using the nuclear option of Sidereal super magic to bring him here now.
Mm-hmm.
And, by the way, as she's doing this, in one hand she holds the prayer paper. Gavel, in her other hand, you immediately recognize the broken winged crane.
Oh, no.
Creations fucking Necronomicon.
Yep.
We didn't officiate the greater oath
because I didn't have the chance to shake her hand. Can a greater oath be officiated in spirit? As in, like, on all accounts, she fled that encounter during the press conference.
Yeah, because the tribe's person got too close to her and the Stinky.
But we did. No, she did that because we nearly came to an agreement, and she fucking fled.
Also, because you successfully managed to convey to the Wyld Hunt the Iolda plan.
Indeed.
Yeah. Joktan! I've come to bargain!
She looks through you. Not at you. Through you. Like she's not even recognizing a person there.
Oh.
The hard bargain, in this instance, give me a moment to think on how best to do this, because this will give you a chance to interrupt her. You've got her attention. You have her attention. You have the single-minded, blood-focused fury of an ancient Sidereal with masters of multiple different martial arts focused on you. The issue is
I
now
know.
that... You first, sorry.
Sorry, what did you say? The issue is now that...
Oh, she's hyper-fixated on you and she's really fucking mad.
So you remember how I was trying to make a deal with her during the press conference and I never had the chance to, and she never had the chance to, like, respond?
Yeah?
The time for the deal is now. I know what you want more than this, and I can give it to you.
Give me a
All
persuade
you ha-
action.
Oh.
Alright. Persuade action, what am I rolling for it?
You are going to be...
And I don't know if I get a stunt for calling back to the whole thing.
You did put a lot of work into it, so I will give you a stunt.
Alright.
Presence
What do I roll?
again.
Alright. So 14 plus... 14 plus 2, 16. With an automatic success. Ooh!
Let me see.
That's
what
big.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 successes.
Hard bargain.
Oh boy.
Another one.
If you could defeat Iolda, I will listen to what you have to say. I swear this.
Come on.
Well, guess we gotta. And Q boss fight.
Hey, we found out how we're gonna end Act 3 in an explosive manner. Third Circle Demon.
Insert and literally any Dark Souls boss theme right here.
I give you a coin I made from a stone. I give you a song I stole from the dirt. I give you a knife from under the hills. I give you the feather plucked from a god's wing. I give you the blood from inside my veins. She goes on, reading from the broken-winged crane over and over and over, pages flipping as the book flaps from her hands and into the sky. Into it, she stabs the sidereal prayer paper like a bookmark knife. The sea ripples. Gavel.
Yes.
There's a man standing next to you who wasn't there earlier.
Don't. Oh, by the Yosi.
Like this. Let me find a relevant GIF. There we go. Man with what appears to be a man with a well-kept beard, wearing royal finery, a crown. His skin is azure blue.
Oh.
All of his facial hair appears to be a rich purple. In one hand, he wields a rack staff and artifact staff of some variety. In the other hand is another copy of the Broken Wind Crane that he is reading from. He closes. Summoned Unbound, am I? Oh, it's been eons since I've been able to stretch my feet on creation. Oh, you're one of those Infernals, aren't you? One of the new projects that our king was working on. I assume it was you
Yes.
who... No, it was me. He turns to look at,
Joktan.
Die.
Hmm?
He said one word to her. Die.
Oh.
She begins rapidly vibrating in place and spends another 2 motes to, she spends a mote to deferred wounds. And let's actually have her roll a defense to see how far she can push it into the future. No, she has more miss than that, what am I thinking?
Oh my goodness. 8 successes?
She'll suffer 5 health levels of damage. Next story.
Oh.
You get rapidly vibrating, and for all you know, she just seems to be unaffected, but later on, she will suffer some pretty big ouch. Actually, wait. Deferred wounds is 3 is later in the session. A stage up from that is next session. Next session is when that's going to be happening.
Oh.
In the Act 3 finale. And at that point, she absences out. I'm not going to bother making everyone roll for this time, given he's right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I suppose now is about time to reenact my grand plan of... I think the working term I used last time was instrumentality, but I'm told that was taken, so... Oh, and wouldn't you have it, there's a group of mortals here, right... And that's when he locks eyes with Gavel. Or, sorry, Aura. Shit. Oh, god damn it, Eclipse. Hey, Aura. The Eclipse field works on him too, even though he's third circle. He was made to sign the surrender papers too.
Time to go for the hat trick, baby! Bloodless Conflict Part 3! Iolda!
Oh, no.
And so look at you. Oh, you're such a fucking bother. You.
Whoa! Tone it back!
Someone more racist than Joktan has arrived.
Somehow. The CO... You've heard of the CEO of racism. Now prepare yourself for the COO of racism.
Next, soon you will find your third racist. He will be your lucky racist who grants you 3
lucky
wishes.
racist. No, please, I don't want wishes.
I don't want any kind of wishes this guy can grant me.
Well, let me find a picture of the lucky racist. One moment.
Oh, no. Come on!
Also a third circle demon.
Not surprising, actually.
Anyway. Now it's...
Oh.
Suddenly you're not on the ship anymore. Suddenly you're back on Jeffrey. This is Malik. But what the fuck? Who are you? Guy. His armor His armor starts glowing rapidly as it takes the hit.
Wow.
The armor that he wore all the way to El Dorado, it is acting overtime. Whatever it is able to tank a hit from a third circle demon.
Wow! Who's this guy? He's ripped!
Goodness.
Is that your demon saying that?
No, that's Glow saying that.
Oh.
Because I thought you said Glow's the one who's... Because I thought that was the you were pointing it at Glow, and Glow came here.
Oh, no, his armor is starting to glow. As in, he is committing motes to activate the effects to tank effectively a souped up version of the killing words technique.
Oh, and and who is this, by the way? Who's committing motes? Malik?
Yes, Malik.
Okay.
He is just doing self-defense, by the way. Oh, Aura? That's kind of violating the Eclipse Truce field.
That's okay. As long as I don't violate it, it's fine.
No, the issue is that
stays-
now Iolda's going to be suffering some penalties now.
Yeah, he's suffering penalties. So
Oh, no, wait. It's against your guys and your retinue. These guys are our enemies, so he doesn't break any oaths, actually.
This is true. Unless, of course, they want to become friends.
No.
Which, since Gavel was excited to bring him into the anti-heaven party, they could be.
Well, there's
If
the
they
issue
so
of he wants you dead, but after he kills you, maybe he'll carry out your wishes, just like the boss and Big Boss.
All right.
Next, I'm
I don't
going to have
want
to
to
fight you in a field of flowers, Malik.
I don't want to misinterpreting my wishes like Big Boss.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear Solid is a story about how mansplaining goes horribly wrong.
Amongst other things.
Yes.
Amongst a lot of other things.
If
but
you want to boil it down to one sentence, that's basically it.
that,
or at least
I mean,
three.
yeah,
Or at least
true.
3. Anyway, a bunch of the Ashen ones are looking in awe at the weird blue guy who showed up. Now these are under your retinue, if I remember that. Is that right, Gavel?
Yes, though I. Wait. Is Iolda referring to the Wyld Hunt or to the Ashen? Well, actually, we're back on
Yeah,
the
the
island
Ashen
to be the
ones.
Ashen ones. Yes, that is correct. They are the Ashen ones. But yes, I am their commander.
Well, then I suppose I'll leave them in your care, then. He's not going to instrumentality them.
Oh, thank goodness.
Now, I am here unbound, so let's get this negotiation out of the way. What do you want from me? Oh, by the way, this is barely veiled contempt he has for Aura, specifically because you're a solar. Even Malik is looking at it, it's like, okay, the Immaculate Texts still say you're a person. Treating them like an animal is beyond the pale. He is too racist for Malik.
Wow, that's impressive.
And now you know. And now you know. This is how it feels, Malik. Anyway.
I don't think he has a visible response to that, but he definitely does give you a side eye of, oh.
Anyway. I want to get you to leave.
I'm
not gonna let. Well,
And I heard something from the other end of the Vizier about how she wanted me to fight you to prove some kind of point.
Yeah. You'll find I fight a little different from most exalts.
Well, you made us sign away the rights to everything we made and everything we are. You spoke quite differently, didn't you, Solar?
That was a time where I wasn't really there. Can't speak for the action.
And you
Can't really speak for the Can't
Oh.
speak for the actions of the people I wasn't.
And you,
Of the
course.
people I'm not.
He says, turning towards Lythander. You know, just because the Solars were the ones who struck down the brunt of our brethren doesn't mean your contributions weren't equally hateful. What do you have to say for yourself, I wonder,
Lythander.
Nothing. That's what I thought.
What do you have to say for yourself?
About what?
Killing my brothers and sisters.
If I killed them, they deserved it.
The third circle demon takes several steps to stare you down. He is slightly taller than you. He looks like the image is posted above, but photoshopped to a blue man group.
Mhm.
You can't say that again.
What if I killed them? They deserved it.
Oh my goodness.
Can I talk,
Oh.
Lythander? Can I talk to you for a second, just to?
No.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. You know what? You don't get a choice. Come here. Come here. Just 1 second, sir. Just one
Gavel,
second.
I'm going to kill him. I understand
Yeah, I
this
know.
man is not part of your retinue, so I will take him with me. and-
No. Don't you dare.
Come on.
I believe
Hold
you
on.
misunderstand the relationship of your place in Hell's hierarchy. I am your superior.
I'm aware of this.
I know.
But I
Like,
please,
just give me.
please ask that you let me remain in control of my, what's the term that
Entourage.
you love to use?
Circle.
No, yes. No, the word you love to use, Iolda.
Circle.
My.
Subordinate.
Oh, it is circle.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, that.
All right. Anyway, so just saying. Yeah, I get that. I understand that. Just give me a minute. I'll come back to you. I need to talk some sense into this hapless fool.
Give me a persuade action so that he doesn't start combat on the fucking spot.
Thanks, Lythander. Okay, I'm gonna get the
Oh, this is
Extra
going to be interesting.
automatic success. That's 7 successes.
Resolve boosted to 7. Solars win ties.
Oh, thank God.
I'm the fucking goat.
No, I am.
Shut up.
You see,
You'll wish your.
Iolda grinds his teeth together, folds his arms. Gavel, what is it you eat around here?
There's many things to choose from.
Oh, have some
It
mushrooms.
appears.
I'm not
They're
eating.
good.
I'm not eating whatever grew out of your fecal droppings.
Oh no, it's not the fecal droppings, it's the souls of the damned.
Even worse.
Iolda, dear, we have plenty of rations for you to partake in.
Most of them mushroom-based.
No,
Like
they're
Thunder.
not. We have plenty of meat and fruits.
I'm going to pull Lythander's ear and drag him away from this conversation.
Finally, someone does that to one of Korak's characters.
Hey, 90%
What
of my
the hell's
other
going on
characters
with
don't do this, so...
You know what? That's
Lythander,
fair.
what the... Lythander, I know it hasn't been easy, but I really don't need you to be putting holes in the plan right into the finish line.
Oh, I mean, I
Look.
haven't been paying attention, dear.
Exactly my point. You couldn't be closer to my point if you tried, Lythander.
Oh no, I could be. I
I
honestly
need
could be.
you. I need you, Lythander, to sincerely take a gander at the situation and really focus. This guy is a third circle demon. He could kill us without a second thought.
No, he
And
couldn't.
we are in the middle of an uneasy truce. We could walk away from this without any harm. Any non-psychological harm, depending on what the conversation is. We could be walking away with this way more unharmed than we have any right to be.
Yes, but then
And
it would
potentially
prove by
with
the
some-
right.
And with potentially, might I add, some tension, some generation-long tension, at least, if not resolved, at the very least remedied, Lythander.
I know,
I
but that would
really
prove
need you.
Spider correct.
How in the world does that even come close to proving Spider correct?
He said it's too easy, so...
Spider gives you a warm smile and nods eagerly.
You have no idea what difficulty is. Do you know how hard I've been working? Do you know how hard Gavel's been working? To get this done as peacefully as humanly possible? We are
that's
so close
that's
to
the
sun.
issue. We're not humans.
Our sun, the sun burning on the side of our faces at every moment, every single word gets us closer and closer to a cataclysm most unseen by reality. And we have the opportunity to get it all done in safety. Lythander, I need you to understand this is really important for me. I need you to be on your best behavior. I need you to be on your best behavior.
But if they talk to me, I'm just going to tell them the truth.
Just don't interact. Just
then
hold your head down.
No, if they're going to interact with me, I'm going to interact with them.
Take it on the chin. Look, I get it. You need to put, for this one moment, you need to put your pride aside and just take it on the chin.
Pride.
Can you do that for me, Lytha? Can you take it on the chin? Just this once. Just for me, for Aura. Your friend.
Wait, you're my friend?
Yes!
I didn't think
If
that.
I wasn't your friend, I wouldn't be worried about you. As I am terrified about you right about now. Can you do that
Good,
for
I
me,
made
Lythander?
you afraid.
Yes! Yes, Lythander, I am fucking terrified of whatever it is you might say to this guy. So please, please, for the love of all that is just and fair, please just take it on the chin for me. Just this once.
Lythander blinks each eye out of sync.
Gnosis, from the side of Gnosis, you know what? Actually, this isn't nearly as funny as I thought it would be. He says, looking at Iolda.
Who says that looking at Iolda?
Gnosis.
Gnosis.
Oh. Yeah. Don't worry. Funny is not the business at the time.
Hey, remember the shepherd?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh god, more people
Unfortunately.
are going to be involved in this fucking thing now.
He commits 2 motes to activate in the nick of time. When you learn about the change in circumstances, regardless of the distance, you and your allies arrive soon enough to matter.
Well then.
Oh, brother.
Run
Are
out
here?
from a nearby outhouse. Shepherd steps. I swore an oath to help to aid you against threats to creation. A third fucking circle demon was not what I was expecting.
Yeah. I didn't want this to happen either, and yet here we are.
It's his fault, isn't it? He says, staring at Lythander.
No.
No, not quite. Not this time. Joktan did this.
Wait. He looks at you. Can you provide proof of that?
Good question. Gavel, where's that paper?
Oh, this one? Right here. Here you go.
This was the
that
encan-
asshole. Of course she filed this in triplicate.
Also, here's Shepherd, in case anybody forgot.
Been a while since he showed up. He was busy going through a training arc.
Yes.
The goat.
Mm-hmm.
The literal goat.
So,
Okay, the
anything
fact-
else you need me to do before I just zone out again?
I just need you to be on your best behavior.
You want me to zone out again? Got it.
Yeah, just. You know what? You're like, you worked really hard for that last fight. Just like, take the day off, man. You know, like just go, like hang out with Spider or like do whatever with like whatever. It doesn't matter. Just go hang out with him and do like whatever. And as long
Spider,
as you're not here, it's fine.
Do you want to go do a weed?
I don't know what that is.
Follow me.
Go have an
It
adventure.
has no effects on him because the dead cannot get high.
Oh, it doesn't have effects on... Oh, no, it is going into his body.
Soul weed.
I thought you said this was going to be a martial art.
Oh, no. Why would I do that?
Iolda's there too. What are you doing with that loathsome weed?
Oh, it's going into his body to make him stronger.
This is a poison that deteriorates the senses. Why are you feeding it to your friend?
What do you mean?
Moreover, let's redress the point of what you said
Also,
about my
why-
brethren deserving it.
Ah!
I am.
You didn't mean-
Well,
I am.
any one of your
He
brothers
didn't
who
mean
went
it.
after me
Ah!
did so to try to harm me.
Okay,
And
I'm
when
going
when
to. I'm
somebody tries
going
to
to
harm
perform. I'm going to
Let
perform
me
a-
actually... No, because... No.
I'm going to perform
this is-
observer
I'm using
deceiving
logic.
attack on Lythander.
So, what I meant by that is that if
Rex?
I did kill
Yes.
any of your brethren, they attacked me
before
first.
Before he begins to say anything, I'm going to use observer deceiving attack on Lythander.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Spend 2 motes. The Solar may attempt to distract Gambit with a 2 dice bonus and immediately follow with a withering ranged attack. And Mist on Water triggers, which means at Essence 3, victims of this charm are supernaturally silenced for 3 of the
okay.
Solar's turns.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I also can commit 1 mote on step 5 to conceal the direction of his attack, so nobody knows I did it.
Ah, good.
Oh my goodness, this has gone ludicrous.
So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and spend those 2 motes and then commit an additional 1 to keep Lythander quiet.
Oh, something I should note. Iolda's clothing does seem to be kind of scorched, and he does seem to be somewhat tired and weary. Whatever summoning that was, it didn't go completely right. This is not a third circle demon at full strength. I will say that much.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm going to continue to attempt to defeat him via words.
All right.
Can we? And that's going to be the setup for next session, I think.
Okay.
Because it's almost 3 hours, because the recording is almost 3 hours long at this point.
That's fair. We will probably
for
end off
goodness sakes.
as we will probably end off with Shepard jogging back over to you with Lythander in tow, hucked over his shoulder. Okay. If all of us work together, he points to everyone present, to Gavel, to Aura, to Malik, to Nue, who's actually there now.
Oh, hey, no, she wasn't present
Oh
for
my
the entire
goodness.
encounter.
Hey, what's up? What did I miss?
She just healed from the poison.
Hey, what's up? I'm back. What did I miss?
To Ed, to Spider.
Too many things.
If all of us work together, we might have a chance to kill him if it comes to it.
If it comes to it. For the
Actually,
meantime,
as a note, I have a divine writ here, he says, holding up a little piece of paper to bind him to the service of heaven if we defeat him. Or just permanently kill him, or banish him back to Malpheus.
yeah, we'll hold that over as like a plan B. I think. I think for now we can really just chat him up and see if he if we can get anywhere with this.
Also, additionally, Joktan is going to be in a massive amount of trouble with our coworkers.
Yeah, no kidding.
You're not supposed to summon a third circle demon. Unbound! He yells, looking at the sky. As much as she claims she filed permits for such, and is going to be using such to focus threats on the region against Fallen Star and other existential terrors, she is still going to be censured for such, and possibly at most, the old Anison is going to have the right to kick her face in. And I'm going to enjoy watching that. Anison, probably not knowing you guys know of, the greatest martial arts artist in all of creation.
Sounds like a swell fella. Alright.
Yeah, she's great. She's a good chef, surprisingly, too.
Oh, not a fella. Cool. That's awesome.
In any
That's
case,
awesome to hear.
we need to make a plan.
Yep.
And as this is going, one person wasn't included in the conversation. Gnosis. Did anyone keep an eye on him?
Ed was keeping an eye on him.
Okay. Ed, Gnosis is trying to slip off and talk with Iolda.
He goes, "What are you doing?"
I'm going to go talk with my boss.
About what?
Yeah, my boss, he says, pointing at Iolda. Iolda just kind of nods curtly.
Yeah, but like, what about?
Stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Things.
Talk to me about that kind of stuff?
No.
Pretty suspicious. Not gonna lie.
I'm going to go disassociate now. He says, mirroring what Lythander was saying in his mannerisms exactly.
Alright. Well, that's a threat. Potential threat disarmed. Great job, Ed. I'm also gonna go disassociate. See you guys later. I'm gonna take this guy and I'm gonna take him to my cool disassociation place.
That's fair.
Where people disassociate and don't interfere with conflicts. See ya.
Well, I can't believe he fell for that, he said. Once he's out of earshot, and he goes over to talk to Iolda.
No, I literally said I'm gonna take him.
Oh, never mind then. Alright, in that case, rewind to that of him dragging him off and just looking at what can only describe as a seductive look at Iolda. Iolda raises an eyebrow, but shows no other signs of response. Maybe he was trying to summon a third circle demon because he was horny for him. Who knows?
Who knows?
I mean,
Who's to say?
I think that's a good point to end things off. Any other upkeep anyone wants to make?
Oh, goodness. Not that I can think of.
I thought today was going to be a complicated session. I knew that Joktan would find some way to... You made her bleed and sweat and get in huge trouble at work for it, which is actually really important for a Sidereal. She's not going to be... She's going to be in a bad place.
Oh, goodness. Thank goodness.
Good thing she could push the blame for that off onto Gnosis. Unless Shepard is able to do the thing in the background you just got him for. So,
yeah,
we're gonna end off here. But before that, let's thank our patrons.
Our patrons.
Thank you to
our lovely patrons.
Thank you to BG's, our 1d6 tier patron.
And to Storm, our new 1d6 tier patron as well.
Yo!
Let's go!
Thank you to Storm.
Are we gonna storm?
No. We are going to end off the episode. We'll see you in 2 weeks from now, hopefully, for the finale of Act 3 of FateBreakers.
Don't worry, I'll make it worse.
Good.
No,
okay.
no! You almost turned it violent immediately. There is still a chance now that it could be socially resolved, because Aura forcibly shut you up. See how that goes next time, though. See you next time for Third Circle Demon time.
The ultimate obstacle to peaceful resolution. Lythander!
See you then.
Thank you for listening to FateBreakers. We here at the Action Economy crew are proud to bring you this and other AP content, like Tomb of the Red Giant, the first half of our complete JoJo's Bizarre Adventure AP, as well as Rune Runners, our Icon AP. We'll also have a Patreon by the time you hear this. If you like what you've heard so far, feel free to drop us a little bit of money if you can afford to do so, and we could bring you even more content in the future. APs live and die by word of mouth, so if you liked us, please drop us a follow, like, share, retweet, whatever you can think of to help us out. We are excited to bring you more bi-weekly content in 2 weeks from now for the next FateBreakers, and other episodes time permitting. See you then.